Banbaka Bang, SpecialiteEN second gen and sniper of EVE.EXE. Azeria is ready to support you from afar. Hello, Azeria! Hello, Mew. Hello, Aeon. Why are two of you still awake? You guys should be going to sleep. Hello, Mama. Azeria, you guys are sure early. Hello, welcome. Today I'll be continuing with Ace Attorney. The reason why I swapped scenes pretty fast is because I was hearing my opening BGM and this BGM at the same time, so it gave me like an overwhelm. It made me overwhelmed, so I immediately swapped scenes. Hello, Spectral. Good morning. Have you? It should be midnight on your side, right? 1 AM on your side. Hello, it's the afternoon for me. Hello, Konserio. Hatfield Jesperson. Hello, Chrome. Konserio. Today we continue with Ace Attorney investigation. We're currently on case 3 in the middle. So yeah, and I pinned this message on the chat. But please do not give or join membership for only this stream, because we're not allowed to. That's why I turned off super chats and everything. And I will thank you, but I will remind people also not to do it. Yes. It's only one to me, but I want to say good morning since you say good morning to me. 1 hour is a perfect time for League shenanigans. Stay away from League. Uninstall it. Uninstall it. Okay. Looks like we got the boot again. With Lance safe, the focus of the investigation will shift solely onto the murder. Alright, back then, I think we know that Lance is safe. So what happened for the was that this whole case, there was supposed to be like a kidnapping case. But then we found someone, or the butler of the one who got kidnapped, dead. The car to my right there, yeah, that car there, like to the right of the car, yeah. And then all of a sudden, when we're solving cases, the one that got kidnapped actually came out and was like, save me, and bam. So now we're gonna just solve the murder. Getting that midnight inspiration. We'll sleep soon. That's good. That's good. Do you enjoy detective things? I love detective things. I love the Ace Attorney series. I love it so much. My favorite is the Great Ace Attorney. So yeah, I hope there's a second game for that coming soon, maybe. But I don't think that's soon because this game came out kind of recent. Yes, and then also the identity of the remaining kidnapper. Miles, my boy. Oh, I don't like the lady to the right. I feel that she's sus. Tell me it's true. Tell me you really found my boy. Toge-san, konzeriya, Mick konzeriya, welcome. Irashai. Yes, Mr. Amano, we found him earlier in the stadium. Then my little Lance isn't hurt. こいつ信じない。こいつ裏切り者みたい。She's so, I don't know, she feels so fake to me. She's not exactly in the picture of perfect health, but his life is not in danger. He's being questioned right now by Agent Lang. Poor Lance, it must have been so horrible for him. Locked up like a what? Huh? What are you gonna say? What'd you say? He loves me, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. Aw, that's the 12th one. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more try. Excuse me, but I cannot help but feel sorry for all the flowers we've gone through. I suppose if they were me, then blush. Oh my god. Hello, Novi. Hello, Zeno. I believe that you said they're Lance's girlfriend when you first met, correct? But yes, I am. But oh, it's not like we both think of each other as lovers. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any sort of ordinary ring. It's just a lollipop ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it out. It's so wonderful. She's doing the re-rolls. Yeah, she's doing the re-rolls. You can tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring? So which is it? Have you guys decided if you're going out or is it just one-sided? Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know? My father used to work for Mr. Amano. And so Lance and I grew up together. I would say it out loud. Oh my goodness. I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano group. What did he do? I heard his job was to fly around the world on Pegasus. Pegasus? I don't know if I could be a lawyer. I'll ask them like the Bobans. Your honor, they made a criminal, but they should be locked up. True. Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company. You had me for a second. But now, it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode in Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned. Oh! You got the milk and he never came back! Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of. It's been so long, I don't think I recognize him if we were ever met again. What if it was the butler? I'm so sorry, Lauren, but I wouldn't give in to this sentence. I have to live. Yes, Lauren, live! She's weird. About this incident? Isn't this kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been there the whole time, and so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incidents. How'd you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped? Oh, that's because of my woman No, you're lying. She's dead-ass lying. Your honor, she's lying. You based everything on that? I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. Blush. Oh, come on. She started fantasizing again. Come on. Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. It was nothing. I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right. I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter? What letter is that? The way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. I don't think that's a love letter. Here, take a look for yourself. Hey, got me? My dear Lance Amano, may I come see you again? Your beloved Viola. Tender lender loan company. 지가요! He's in debt, bro! Women's intuition, yeah. It's from a loan company, tender lender. Looks like more a collection bill to me. Kegami koi잖아요. 오카네요. So what are you gonna do now, Mr. Ashworth? A simple love letter. Yo, guys. So that means the people who owe money probably has a lot of love letter then. As my duty to figure out who this other person is, I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two. The kidnapper's hideout. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout. We're still not allowed in, remember? Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there's no harm in asking the officer over there to let us in. When the case closed? Alright, yeah. Shipping with heartfelt affection though? Not so sure about that, Chief. I'm not so sure. Okay, there's nothing here. Forgot that we can run around in this game. Hi, officer. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's order. This guy? Oh, it's this guy. What do you have to report? Sir, nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir. Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible to let us take a look around inside? Sir, Roger, sir. Really? That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Did Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Sir, that's true, sir, but Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him. Oh, Detective Gumshoe the clutch. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following. Furthermore, I was asked to give you this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in the picture, isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? Colin Devore. Hold on. Male, dominant hand right. 5'8". 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow! The weight. Wait. His weight is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uso! What about unknowns after his escape from Penident prison? Stole a gun from the guard during his escape. They may head for his wife and his son, his sole daughter are, but despite our surveillance, he has yet to show up. The name here is Colin Devore. The same name as the one back of the pendant. There, Colin Devore is his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison. What? And what was he doing here? Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Deacon to cover up the fact that he was an escape felon. Ooh, it's like a meme with a romantic message in the bottom, definitely. There's also a link between the victim's past and the current case. These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. Azeria, hi Jack Mai! Hello, welcome! He must have pulled up that get out of the kitchen. Yeah, he played Monopoly with the guard and then he got out of jail, guys. More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could just please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door has been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow that. I follow what is it you're saying. Care to explain to me in more details? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they checked the room, so they got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. Ah. I guess that means I get Agent Lance left over. Let's see what we have to find. This is the hideout, I believe. Okay, this is the hideout. Kidnappers hideout. So this is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed. While they were tied up for a while in the room next door, hee hee. Okay, please, must you bring that up again? Now then, down to business. There might be still some clues left in this room. Let's try to find out what we can of the other's kidnapper identity. Telling you, bro, it's like freaking. There's 3 cups there, bruh. I won't listen to you. 3 cups and 1 key there. I wonder what's this key to. You got me. Reminds me of the key that we found in the other room. That's it. This must be the key for one of those trapdoors. It wasn't a trapdoor. You only call it one because you quite literally jump into it. Hey, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you see one? I'm not having this conversation with you. It's funny. Cheap styrofoam cups. Looks like there's only 3 cups we use. I'm telling you, it's the quote-unquote girlfriend, the butler, and the son. But I think Cherry, by the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers. There's 3 chairs set around the tables. I'm telling you, there's like 3 people here. Postal Gay Water Land is stuck on the wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gay Water Land has it all and is waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth! It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is this in here? Are they planning to repair it? Isn't this the one that I saw when I got hit? A sign advertising the photo rally is something I have absolutely no interest in. Do you often figure out the mystery before it's time? No, but they're feeling that sometimes I do, yeah. It's fun, isn't it? When you finally figure it out before it and then it clicks everything together. But I'm gonna get my hands on the rest of the Badger's family. You see, she definitely brings to the side of the front after to the criminal investigation. Yeah, so what I said in the previous stream was that the girl that you saw earlier is probably involved with the butler and the guy who got kidnapped himself. See, his dad, hold on, where is it? His dad, Ernest Amano, is very rich. And then this is the son, right? This guy got kidnapped. So now that this guy got a letter where he owes people money, I'm thinking the butler, and the girlfriend probably worked together to get money, but for some reason this guy died. So I don't know what happened. Makes me feel like a genius. Yes! This must be where they dispose of the old and worn out costumes. So it is so sad. It's worth the seem that they threw out the costumes away in pieces. Oh, then we just saw the hat a while ago. Not a while ago, sorry, the other time. Beyond this door is where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you. Must you keep reminding me? But it's the room that I got to see your awesome face. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? You didn't need to remind me of some mortifying moments either. Hey, there's a trapdoor in this room too. It's not a trapdoor, it's an entrance to an underground passage, Kay. I know that. The door leading to the outside world was locked. So Lance might have escaped his prison through here. Oh, they have barrels like this just outside. Yes, and? Well, I know I already asked you when we were out, but if there's a real, what would you put in them? There's an expectant gleam in their eyes when I was about to dash. Okay, so... wrong key. LB. Okay. So the 3 people. The common denominator between the cups and the folding chair is the numbers 3. Speaking of which, the numbers of missing costume also 3. Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers. Indeed. Something isn't adding up, literally. Is it possible that the 3rd kidnapper the Lance didn't see? No, he is the kidnapper himself. I'm telling you, bruh. The door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. Okay. Goodness, the doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up. I suppose that's what happened when 10 officers break their way through in brute force. Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Not a single dent. How is it possible after the officers told us? Yeah, if the lock has been in use when the door was busted down, then the lock itself should have been completely wrecked. So the lock on the door leading outside is undamaged? How can that be? Azeria, hi Jia! You excited for Apex later? It looks like a sword, a broken sword. Strange, why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own. That's true. Alright then, let's think about it this way. Yeah, it's Kay! She's here, she's funny though. Excited? What's that smiling face? Why do you feel like you're not so excited? Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't gonna get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more about this later on. Did they jam it in this part? As it cited? No! This one I already clicked it. And then this door. The panel that hit the entrance to the underground is propped up and wide open. Be careful where you step, Kay. I only found the other opening once, you know. So nothing at all. I think I checked out about everything in this room. Okay. Why is it not locked? Probably because of this two together. I like Kay, she's funny. She jumped into the trapdoor and then they keep arguing about how this is not a trapdoor. It's just because it's a trapdoor because he jumped into it. It's a bit strange that police had to force their way into an unlocked room. Should pick up Ace Attorney one day, I think I'll enjoy it. But I think you'll enjoy it a lot, Spectral. If you like detective game, definitely. One look at the pristine door lock, anyone can see that it was not in use at the time. But the policeman outside said that it took only 10 minutes to try to get it open. A door that was only locked tight, despite it being locked, not locked at all. It can only mean because of this. Oh, you mean... Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. So you see how the handle is completely destroyed? So that's how the sword broke. Blood drama, mystery, detective, is interesting. It's a really good comedy. Yeah, it's a really good comedy. I mean, the one I recommend is Great Ace Attorney, which is the one that takes place way before like the Phoenix Wright games. So I think you should be able to start that. You can probably start that, but I will probably save it for the last. And this is a spin-off. But instead of we only uncover more questions that need to be answered. Oh! Fuck this guy, dude! You see this dude? Oh! Well, Mr. Eshraf, am I correct? But what are you doing here, suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that? This is the underground passage used by the staff members, sir. We badgers can also make use of it in our duties. That's why don't we get out of there first and then we talk, okay? Oh, look at him! Alright, beg your pardon, miss. I don't like this guy. Like Sherlock Holmes, I like playing Danganronpa too. Yeah, you'll definitely enjoy Ace Attorney. Daikoku Simon wasn't localized yet. Yeah, Daikoku, like the Great Ace Attorney wasn't localized. Also, did you really get jump scared in the Ace Attorney game? I don't like this. I don't like this thing. I don't like it. I hate this fucking mascot. Ugh. It's the Freddy Fazbear Ace Attorney. I hate this. Disgusting. Look at that eye. It has to be this one too. What are you getting all excited about? Did you forget the photo rally? Duh. See, look, now I have to do is get a picture of the bad badger and I'm all done. The eyes are disturbing. I hate this. It's not that I got jump scared, but like, I'm surprised that this guy appeared now. Oh, this guy disgusts me so much. Good evening, Inochi. Welcome. How do you mean? Yes, I barely remember the contest or something. I said that sort. Oh god, get us away from me. Can you, what? You guys just let him through? What? It's gone. Where did he go? What happened? What's wrong? A bad badger costume is missing, sir. Oh, is that right? Is that all? It's missing because the kidnapper stole it. I heard about how they were stolen, but they said only 3 of the costumes have been taken. What? He's saying that more than 3 of them are gone. Mr. Proto Badger, please tell us more about the 3 costumes you used. Oh, kitanayo. Can you take off your mask? What do you mean by the bad badger costume is missing? Why, that's what I said, sir. We're 1 bad badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume in the hand at all times. Okay, so because one of them is walking around in the park, the other should be in that room. Ah, actually both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally we don't use the bad badger costume. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at the set time each day. It's the stage show when the bad badgers wreaks havoc around the park. Hello, Lucian! Oh, no, hello, Mary! Hello, Konzinia! Welcome! We're continuing Ace Attorney. You guys say hi to Mary! Angry just got our work left. Oh, good luck with your work though. 1 hour, easy. Hello, how are you? It's funny, imagine they're speaking the muffled voice. How do I simulate that? Well, sir, I was just trying to explain to you the only time that we use the costumes. Why is the prototype badger on the other side? Then what? Doesn't that make it near impossible to take a picture of the bad badger? You know, I think the bad badger, the guy with the gun right now, should be swapped with the prototype badger because he looks a little bit scary. And I would think that the prototype is the enemy instead of the bad badger himself. Swap him around. Personally, I can't believe that this is close to the time. I can't believe this is this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir? All this basically means that the kidnapper stole 4 costumes in total. Okay. And are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers? No, I don't think that's very likely. I think they swapped costumes midway through. Recall the costumes for a minute. The stolen ones, you mean? Okay. What proof that the 4 kidnapped does not exist? Okay, so what is... Because this one, if you had 4 person, you will want to steal a 4th costume. Wouldn't you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead? Yeah, that makes sense. And yet the kidnappers decided to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes, but the question is why? Am I gonna look like a creepy old creepypasta they do? Look at him! Disgusting! This guy popped out of here too, he just lied into the crime scene like that. I'm assuming this is it? Okay, because this is the very last one. Okay, the second bad badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think. What do you mean? The costume in the trash. Wouldn't you say it's wearing somewhat very telltale pants? You're right. Let's get it out of there and take a look. It's digging out of the trash. Oh! As I suspected, it was the bad badger costume. What happened to the hand? Mine is a head. I think we saw the head a while back, yeah. What happened to you? Look, the hand is hurt. It looks more like something was ripped off it. Is this a spot that someone connect to any of the evidence I hold? Oh, sorry. Here. Can I like pinpoint this? This is like, oh no! Not the head. 違うんですか? Not this. 違う? あ、少々待ってきて。昨日プラネのマイクラでお見かけしました。日本語しかわかりません。 し来ました。ありがとうマルチさん。カーゼリアありがとう。来てくれてありがとう。フライネ先輩と一緒にマインクラやってた。楽しかったよ。The truth in my head, I'll be one step closer to it. I wonder why is the Badger can't only right hand thrown up like that? Maybe it was a flesh wound from the fight with Blue Badger. I think the Blue Badger was some ferocious beast. Someone doubt that even real badgers so bloodthirsty than that, Kay. Who hurt him like that? How do I check the pictures? I mean, it looked like his right hand was clutching something. How do I? How do I? Like, is this something similar to the evidence I hold? I'm sure it's abdomen into his shoulder, moving with somewhere else. How do I? His head was left in the isolation room. How do I say that this thing is basically? Hold on. Let me try. I'm pretty sure this is the same one. No? Is it not? Okay, never mind. No? Okay. I'm surprised. But I'm pretty sure this is the costume that the guy who died used on this. Which costume is this? Proto. Which one is it? Oh shit, I clicked the wrong one. No, I clicked the wrong one. Which one is this part? I can't tell. I mean, I can. Is it not it? Ja, you play Ace Attorney, right? Have you played this game? Can you help me out on this? Uso. Which one? I mean, clearly I can tell. I mean, I clearly can tell that. Look, I mean, you can't really see because I can't zoom in the image, but his hand is clutched. So something he has to have worn this, but I just don't know which one. Same thing was ripped off. I think it was a booklet. This? Oh, this. The gun! Oh, the gun! Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Jad. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I was like, I didn't realize the gun was missing. I was like, the head is missing, but we found it, no? 仕事中なので、チャンネル登録しておきます。次配信頑張ってくださいね。それでは、ありがとうございます。マルチさん。チャンネル登録は本当にありがとうございます。嬉しいね。お仕事頑張ってください。PC but it found so crunchy. It was coming for the DS figure. It does. Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in his right hand as it should be. Okay, thank you so much, Jia. Oh, the gun. Precisely, the Bad Badger was designed to always have a gun in his right hand. However, yo there, did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand? No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume. As I thought, the rips himself confirmed my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Prototype Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct? Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun. However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show. Seems that our kidnapper also had the need for a model gun, my dear costume friend. Patrick, he lived a bad life, but he didn't deserve this. He didn't deserve this. I think we're almost done with this crew. So what's next? Well, we found a few answers, but there are still few things that left we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay. Who? March 13. March 13? Oh, Detective Gumshoe! You gotta hurry, sir, come on! What is it, Detective? They found a blue badger costume down in the front of the main gate, sir! Oh! Isn't that what one of the kidnappers was wearing? Bingo! That's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now. Hello, Justin. Are you winning, son? I think I'm winning. If we hurry, we might be able to get there before the poop boy does. Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. Run, guys, run! To be continued. Okay. Oh. There we go. So this is the halfway mark. I'll get the guy out of there. The main gate. Where's the costume, Detective Gumshoe? That's on the other side of the fountain, sir. Oh, just like that? Was it out here in the open all along? No, it was just discovered in the tall grass back there. We move it out of the way in order to examine it more thoroughly. Let's get it down. Oh, wait, what's that? What do we have here? Oh, it's another pendant. That's like 2 treasures in one day. How lucky is that? Hey, this pretty baby's made out of platinum silver too. Another pendant on top of the one we found on Detective Mr. Deacon. Possible that this too. Hold it right there. Oh my god, he's here. Ugh. Gonna make those detective hat with a fox ears for detective game. We do need to. Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you? A pendant, huh? This is a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read off what you see. Lauren? Hey, there's a name engraved on this. Wait, wasn't it the girl's name? Aha, we have you now, Miss Kidnapper. No, you don't understand. Lolly, I can't believe you were the one of my kidnappers. Lance. You're kidding! Miss Paups was one of the kidnappers? Yes. It was me. I held Lance hostage. No. It's one of the kidnappers. I don't trust her. But even knowing that, I can call this case off or over. Yeah, Uso-chan. Hey guys, case closed. Get the car ready, and I mean the special one for this young lady. Again, Mr. Prosecutor. What is it this time? Are you proposing that Miss Paups is also the culprit in the murder case? What happened? I thought Officer Meekins was your suspect. We found it. Found what? The officer's gun. He literally dropped it in the middle of a thick patch of grass. Your country's police are a sham. Just look at how careless they are. Who are you calling a sham? The officer's gun did not show signs of having been fired, so it can't be the murder weapon. So Officer Meekins has been cleared off of all charges, I see. And that's when a brand new suspect comes walking into the scene. The murder only happened because the kidnappers started a fighting amongst themselves. As I recall, it was you who said that, right, Mr. Prosecutor? You kinda like Kazaku outfit? He's like, what's his name? Asian? Like, what you guys would pronounce is Lang, but in Chinese it's called Lang. I guess like wolf, I guess? Yeah. So he's kinda like designed after a wolf. Miss Paups, did you really kill Mr. Deacon? Deacon? Yes, I killed him. I feel like she's forced to say this to protect people. I can't believe it. Thanks for the confession. Agent Lang, it's too much early to declare this case closed. Look at you, so sure of yourself. We got the culprit's own confession and some very incriminating evidence. What more could you ask for? Miss Lauren Paups. Yes. I want to hear it from you. Tell me of your side that has happened today, from kidnapping to the murder. But why? I'm a kidnapper, I'm the killer. Isn't that enough? It's fine that you're the one behind everything, but only if that's the truth. Now then, will you tell us the truth? Or is there some reason you can't? That's a cross, she's lying. The change of heart. I think I'll enjoy seeing you stalk away us losing blood. The evil deeds you're committed to today. Okay. The one who came up with the kidnapping plan was the butler. Okay, is that correct? We knew that he could get rich from holding Lance hostage. Mr. Amano would pay anything to get his son back after all. Everything was going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money, Mrs. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me. Where's this part? And there, are you satisfied? She just confessed to her crimes a second time. At least you have the guts to admit what you've done. Can I at least respect that much? Isabel, is what you really said the truth? Yes, it is. If that's the truth, it certainly isn't the whole truth, because there is something that seems a little bit too improbable in her confession. I'm gonna keep pressing her. Okay. How well did you know the victim? I've spoken with him only a few times at Lance's house. A few times, that's it? Yes. If they only met a few times, I don't see how they could have trusted each other. But if you hardly ever talk, then how could he even trust you to not steal his plan? That's completely irrelevant. He was planning to betray her from the very beginning, which is why he chose someone he wasn't especially close to. Isn't that right, Sheena? Yes. Mr. Deacon made a very poor choice. In the end, he was killed by the one he intended to betray himself. I bet he didn't even see that coming. We knew that we could get each other by holding Lance hostage. You knew? How did you know something like that? No! What should I do? Okay, what's wrong with her now? Come on, isn't it obvious? You're making yourself scary face again, that's why. Why don't you try asking in a more nicer, gentle way? No, stop it, Lauren. You're always like this. You always fall for the stern-looking ones. That's why you always be unhappy. Or maybe that's it. Maybe she's bewitched by your icy glare. Mind your own business, Kay. Now then, Miss Paups, let's continue with testimony. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, so that was useless. After all, Andrew's going according to plan, but as soon as we got the money... Would you mind telling us a little more about the plan itself? Well, first we captured Lance. Ooh, then how did you do that? Well, Mr. Deacon did that on his own, so I don't quite know. But not here, I thought you knew how to steal people's away. I shudder to think that what she would do with such knowledge. Sorry, I really don't know, but somehow Mr. Deacon was able to contain him. All we had to do after was just wait for the ransom to be paid, but... Mr. Deacon turned on me and tried to kill me. Why do you think he did that? I have no idea. Maybe he had a plan on doing something from the very beginning. Miss Paups. Wait, you said you can plan to kill Miss Paups from the very beginning? Was that ever really likely to happen? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Raise an objection! I'm sorry, but I don't think what you just claimed is all that likely. Huh? I don't think Mr. Deacon would have ever been capable of killing you. But why? We were total strangers! It's not like common for people to kill each other over money. Miss Paups, you really are clueless, aren't you? What do you mean? You never knew what your role in the kidnapping was, nor do you know who you really are. But I do and can show you this piece of evidence. This proved that Mr. Deacon wouldn't have been able to bring himself to kill Miss Paups. What? Are they related? They are related! That's what I'm saying! Wait, hold on! Lauren D. This guy, the dad, wait, hold on. The dad had Colin Devore, so you're Lauren Devore. This? Why are you showing this to me? So what about the pendant? This horse pendant, along with the piece of evidence, shows who you really are. These two pendants resemble each other, wouldn't you agree? Hey, you're right! They're the same color and they're even made of the same material. I believe that these two pendants are actually one. Shall we give it a try? Well, it's totally Pegasus. But why? Why does my pendant match up with Mrs. Deacon's? You're a smart lady. I'm sure you can imagine why that might be. No, that can't be. So the two make a set. It's just another trinket. It's not as I thought it's not as though this changes anything. You lack imagination, Agent Lang. Well, I'll show you with this evidence. This is the piece of evidence that gives meaning to the Pegasus pendant. I know they're like related, so how do I? Oliver Deacon was just an alias for this man. His real name was Colin Devore, and the name that etched to the horse pendant. What? Alias? I suppose he had to hide the fact that he was a felon somehow in order to live. And it makes sense, given what was written in Mr. Devore's dossier. Colin. Hello, Zach! Hello, Justin! Hello, Condria! Devore. But what I really wanted to point out was this. The specific section in what revealed the true meaning. What? I haven't even read that. Mr. Devore has one daughter, and his name was Lauren Paups. That's a lie! That person was not my father! He couldn't come out and tell you he was your father because he was in hiding. However, I believe he was trying to secretly watch over you. Do you still believe that the man like that could kill the daughter he was separated from? Or even that such a man will allow his daughter to get involved in the kidnapping plot? All I know! What is so funny, Agent Lang? You're good at making up things in your head and deciding it's the truth, aren't you? What are you trying to say? Your thinking is too much innocent. Much too innocent? After all, I've thought of another possibility. Is that so? Well, let's hear it. Alright, fight! I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter, but isn't it possible that they both knew the fact? It was no coincidence the reunited pair became involved in the House of Amano. The two of them made good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. Wouldn't you say my scenario is perfectly probable as well? I mean, I guess. So this is his version of how things might have been. You don't have any proof that either one didn't know their true relations, right? You mean they knowingly committed the kidnapping as father and daughter? That's right. As one really rotten family. Is that really what happened? I better take a long, hard look at the evidence. Gondere has June. But isn't it possible to believe the fact? What the? Look like a Street Fighter. He does. You think they knew? I don't think only the victim knew, because I think the girl realized as well. If they knew that the person was, they had to pretend they didn't. Because he was on the run. Yes, okay. Furthermore, it's no coincidence the Rena parent became involved in the House of Amano. One is the butler and one is a friend of the son, you mean? They probably thought that was the best shot. Is that what you honestly believe? Of course. You mean how they plotted to commit this crime as blood relatives? The butler and girlfriend, no one could ever suspect they were in fact a family. Yes, from the very beginning they painstakingly practiced this roles very well. I don't think that's the case, but when you say my scenario is probable... Let's see. What can I give him? I believe you're a bit too overconfident for someone with no evidence. Am I? Because I don't really see you presenting any evidence to the contrary. I mean, I did! Without evidence, we're stuck in a stalemate. And Lang isn't wrong, his scenario is certainly a probable one. You better hurry up and do something, or Lawrence will when I'm looking really bad. I know, but first things first, is Agent Lang's line of logic factually correct? Did the two of them really commit the crime together as father and crime? He thought he was with them by the silence in case it just showed up. But is it possible that they knew the fact? became. There's no coincidence. What about this? I mean, I don't know which one is this. It's no coincidence that the reunited pair became involved in the house of Amano, but let's see. Where's the girlfriend? Oh, Deconstructing separated from her real father and Deacon, separated for the daughter. It was no coincidence the reunited pair. The teammate gets a kick the meetings to her. And the teammate used the meeting to plan this kidnapping. I don't think so because they never met. Okay, never mind, not this one. Oh, which one is this? Oh. Which one did I not press before? Made me bad, but still a dad. The game is trying to pull us at my emotions. Exactly what this father with his daughter. I've seen a lot of things that happen in my travel, and I can tell you that being related by blood is something a proof of nothing. Also, isn't it possible that they both knew the fact? There's no consent. Reunited. But is it this one then? It has to be this one, right? But I just don't know which. Which one do I press him on? Because I know for sure that they didn't meet. So that's just the trial park? Kinda. Oh, what's this one? Yeah, it's a debate. So it's not. In this game, you don't really get a trial. You don't get a court session. We're just talking out here. I'll grant you that the two of them are father and daughter. But isn't it possible that they both knew the fact? They do not know the fact because... if she was the one murdering, why? Hello, Moon! I'll give you confess right now. I can't think. Did I say that Fair and Speedy trail they weren't lying about Speedy? Which one is this? Stood again for a guard during the escape. We thought he might head for where his wife and daughter are, but despite not our surveillance, he's yet to show up. R&D is engraved in this pendant. I can see that they wrote out her first name, but why just the D? Why the D? I mean, I exchanged for $200. What the fuck, 200? I mean, the result of poor planning, I guess. Oh, well, at least if I had to shorten my name, I could make it K Faraday. That way, even if you sounded it out, it would still say my name K Faraday. I suppose if I had to do the same, I would abbreviate it M Edgeworth. Hold it. Hold on, I think you should abbreviate to M.E. Get it? Haha! Who would have thought this little pendant could serve such a strange combination? The pendant in the shape of the pair of wings. It's like a rather nice aesthetic to it. They're $10. Oh, okay. So the checkup itself was 190? Talking about it. Okay. The version to my stuff is a way killer, but it's not made of platinum and silver, is it? It's handmade. Okay, so I'm not sorry that's not handmade of expensive stuff. Consolation fee. Oh god. The name column of art is engraved here. But I'm moving to easy video for you after stream. Was it Yanagi's one? Woohoo! When am I playing it? I'm playing in like a few more days. I really admire people who carve their own names into a pendant. Ooh, why would that be? Yeah, the imagination, Mr. Ashworth. Do you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby? It's not as if I have a wedding band, but I have no interest in accessorizing. I suppose. Anyways, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I can find all around the world. Sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different. This victim's pendant, which is shaped like a horse. Okay, this one I know. I just need to figure out what what can connect the thing. Okay, okay. Deal with your bureaucracy. How do I link it so that they don't know each other? What? My dear Lance, I'm on. Okay, I can see it again with the beloved Viola. What is it? Isn't it possible they both knew the— Oh shit! I clicked the wrong key. Which one is it? But isn't it possible they both knew the fact? I grant you the two of them are father and sister. Father and daughter. But the two of them make good use of their meetings to plan this little kidnapping. But you say my scenario is probable as well. So what was the thing in? The two of them knowingly commit the crime as father and daughter. No one considers the arena bit. Plan this little kidnapping, but which one is it? Oh shit! Yeah, you there? How do I prove to them? Why not just— my brain doesn't work in the afternoon. And I'm lecture you about your self-confidence like that. I'm trying my best, Kay! I'm trying my best! Which one is it? Now I'm gonna search it up. Hold on. Real quick, real quick! Ace Attorney Investigation. Investigation. I had Jab helping me out, but I think Jab is like busy at the moment. Case 3. Which one is that? Legal research. This one. So the fourth statement. The fourth statement. This one. How? Stolen cost. Really? Why this one? This kidnapping wasn't planned by just 2 people alone. Alright. What kind of proof do you have? Quite simply, there were 3 kidnappers. Right, I forgot about the fact there were 3 kidnappers. Yes, I did. Her costume was stolen from the Wild Wild West Ares back room. We found one of them in the kidnapper's hideout. But as for the other 3, we can assume that they were being worn by 3 different people. We also found a set of 3 cups and 3 folding chairs that would use in the hideout. This clearly points to the 3-man group. And I believe that this person is a real mastermind behind the kidnapping. Who? Who is this mastermind? I present to you the brains behind the kidnapping. Lance Amano? Yes, this abduction was in fact schemed up by Lance himself. Recall what he said when he appeared before this. Did you see the faces of kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but 2. One was women. However, there were 3 kidnappers, which is a direct contradiction to what he said. But I know I only saw 2 people. This guy was being held hostage. It's possible he couldn't see all 3 of them. Yes, but about when you were being held, I had my doubts about what happened then. Lance, would you mind telling us what happened while you were being held captive? I really don't remember much anymore, honest. But if I don't tell you at least something, you won't believe me at it, will you? I don't like his face. I kind of want to punch his face. I don't know why. Also, okay, the reason why I failed that part was because I was very into the fact that how do I prove that they're not daughters and father, that I forgot that I could just press the fact that they were a third guy. I was kidnapped yesterday morning. They had me shut in the room blindfolded the entire time. But the kidnapper suddenly disappeared around the time I heard rain falling outside. My hands were cuffed, but they were a stroke of luck that they left me alone. I made my escape and ran away from the room as fast as I could. How? Shooting an underground passageway, I presume. Are you okay? Sorry, I didn't want to call it a horrible ordeal, but now that you believe me, right? No, not quite yet. Ah, how can you not? Why do you look at me with such icy daggers in your eyes? Because it's a prosecutor and they're all like that. I'll have you know, Agent Long, a prosecutor's eyes are for discerning the truth. And should I be interpreted to be cruel at times, then so be it. God damn, he cool! There's a sticking point in Lance's testimony. Let's see what he offers when I push a little. So it's hinting to me that I should press him on a little bit. I was kidnapped yesterday morning. They had me shut in the room blindfolded the entire time. And by that room, you mean the room that kidnappers hide out, correct? Yes, but I was blindfolded the whole time, so I didn't know until I made my escape. And then you were in the room with the same kidnappers. They spoke in hushed tones, but I could catch bits of their conversation. It was definitely two people, and one of them was definitely a woman. I was so scared. I could tell they were nearby, so I couldn't dare make a move. I mean, it's your fucking girlfriend's voice. How can you not remember? The kidnappers disappeared. The rooms fell into a sudden silence. I've been left behind like an unwanted mutt. And what do you mean by unwanted mutt? What a pointless question. It's not like he's going to tell you anything new, you know? As poetics, similar, you should learn how to use them too. What the fuck? Voices can be hard to remember. I guess so. Unless he's actually, you know, the kidnapper. You may look refined on the outside, but it's no good if you're not refined on the inside as well. Bro, this guy, could that punch his face, bro? My hands were cuffed, but it was a circle up that they left me alone. And then there's cuff on your wrist. I suppose that you are still cuffed in that case? Not to be on the inside. Basically what he's saying. I'll join you. Yeah, punch him! I'm aware of how I'm chained to reality. I couldn't find the key, so I'm afraid I was stuck like this. Even though I escaped from the jail cell, I will forever be a prisoner. Oh, he talked like he's some like god or some shit. How did you manage to escape? I wanted to just get out of there, but the door leading outside was blocked. So I had to use this underground passageway to make my escape. Wait, no! What? The door leading the outside was locked tight. No, it was not locked at all. You know, this suspicious. My evidence, he didn't look right. He didn't look right. How do you say Batman in Japanese? I don't know actually. You say that the door leading out was locked. Was it really? He looked like he could just take off the cuff like that. Like, your hands are pretty small to go through the cuff, though. I'm talking about the room behind the saloon front, right? Look, I heard that it took quite a few men to get the thing open. Right, Sheena? Yes, that's correct. Then take a look at this! What is that? A sword? It's not a especially reliable one if it's broken like that. Guys, look! I can do this! Oh my goodness, this is my favorite song! Allow me to start from the end. My conclusion is that the door was never locked. It was simply held shut by this door, which was used to jam the handle. Lance, even though your hands were cuffed together, you could still use them. And if that's the case, why did you not simply remove the sword and escape? Why didn't I? I was disorientated. Yeah, bullshit! Yes, that's it. I didn't notice. As if I should accept that bold-faced lie. You locked yourself in that room because you had to make yourself look like a victim. But you did not, in fact, possess the key to the door. That is why you used the prop sword to improvise and create a prison of your very own. You've been making this guy out to be one of the kidnappers for some time now. I wonder if you've forgotten something very important along the way. And why would that be? Motive. What else? You honestly think that the upright, pure boy like him would hatch up a completely pointless scheme as kidnapping himself? Yes! This proved that Lance did indeed have a motive to commit this crime. To put it simply, Lance had a very urgent need for money. This is hardly your typical love letter. It is in fact a collection bill. It appears our upstanding boy has accumulated quite a debt. Isn't that right, Lance? No, stop the music! No! It looks like it's hard being the son of a rich man too. It must be really rough when you have to resort to stealing from your own dad, huh? Alright, I give up. I adopted myself. Lance! God, punch his face. Whenever the wind sways like that, punch his face. It's over, Lolly. In this life, we're really bound to our fates after all. Well, I wanted to go with you to a new town, somewhere where no one would know us. I wanted us to be well off with that 1 million, but now the dream is over. Oh, Lance. And you are giving yourself up. Yes, I have planned to run away from this world with my Lolly. Sorry, that sounds really off when you say it like that. Lance, you cannot say it like that. Can you say her name? Why do you call her Lolly? Because you gave her the ring of lollipop? It sounds so wrong! Like, lollies are fine, right? But don't sexualize Lolly. But the way he said it, so off. Oh, can you call her by her actual name? The back. He turned on you? Maybe he didn't want to split the ransom money, that's my guess. It happened almost right after you made the drop-off. When we were alone, he attacked me all of a sudden. After a brief struggle, I was able to contain him and keep him under control. We left him inside the room as Lolly and I made our escape. We wore a different costume and split up. Lolly left first in the blue badger's costume. That would mean that the person Officer Mikin saw was Miss Paups. But right then, the old man just had to wake up. I was careless. He tackled me pretty hard from behind. Then Oliver put on a bat badger costume and took the suitcase with the $1 million and ran. I contacted Lolly right away and he warned her that he had a gun. He had no idea that they were related, so I thought it could only end badly. I still don't believe that person was not my father. Because if he was, I just killed my own father. He actually... Lolly, then it was really you? She... That man was not my father, I mean, because at that stadium, there was a bat badger pulling the suitcase with 1 million in it. But that bat badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot. The other person crumpled to the ground, and I ran, scared for my life. Did she not? Admitting to murder. I think the picture is trying to come to focus, don't you? Lolly, forgive me. I didn't think it would turn into something so frightening. If only I protected you. So, Miss Paups, she shot her own dad without even knowing who she really was. If we were to say it's true, are you saying that she's lying? Then why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve? You'd be surprised at how often people lie without realizing it themselves, Kay. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? What I mean is, listen carefully to her very cool confession once more and you'll see. That was a W, Dad? Yeah! I'm very surprised she's cutting her hair. She's crazy. She's crazy. Please calm down and slowly talk it through. But all you have to do is simply tell us what happened at the stadium. Leave it to us to search out the truth. Can you do that for me? Alright, so at the stadium... That was the ransom money, wasn't it? Yes, and that's how I was able to identify Mr. Deacon almost immediately. It was all thanks to what Lance told me. And what did he tell you? Well, he called me on my cell phone. He used to call me on my cell phone. Then Mr. Deacon had betrayed us and he ran off with the ransom money. And about how he had a gun. But that was when his gun aiming to shoot me dead. Why though? Were you able to clearly see the gun? Yes, I got a very good look at it while it was pointed at me. Late night when I washed steady. Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't know. I don't want to believe it myself, but it's true. My father's left arm was raised. Huh? Left arm? His dominant arm is right though. Please calm down and take a deep breath. And would you allow me to please hear that last statement once more? Pointed the gun in his left hand. Not possible because the dad is dominant on his right hand. I have here a dossier of your father, a dossier. And according to this, your father was right-handed. Ah, then. The person pointing a gun at you from the top of the stage was not Mr. Deacon. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you need to take a refresher course. The Bad Badger has a model hand attached to his right hand, which is why the only hand that he could have healed the real hand was with his left. Isn't it possible that it went down like that? Agent Lam, was you paying attention to what Mrs. Paup was saying? Feel bad for anyone going to date a woman standing with shouting objection I kill him. I'm pretty sure they sealed off the entrance. And then again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in the court to catch it. Enough of the smugness. Out of it already. Miss Paup told us earlier. There was a Bad Badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it. According to you, the Bad Badger has the gun in his left hand, which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right hand. Wasn't that correct, Miss Paups? Yes, exactly. And I'm sure it was the Bad Badger that had the huge sunglasses on it. But I set the case, I can't even see the huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Paup claims that I have seen the Bad Badger, and yet the Bad Badger has both hands full. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong. Both are correct. They are both correct. Impossible. They just leave us with an irresolvable contradiction. Miss Paul's entire statement is on the fact that she saw the sunglasses and the beard. But what if the Bad Badger wasn't wearing pants on the lower half? This proved that there were a way for the Bad Badger to freely use both of his hands. Oh shit, click on the wrong one. Not the left hand and the right one, but the Bad Badger costume has a model gun attached to his right hand, which means that created a contradiction about which he then did what. Oh, welcome back, Jia. Are we objecting? I think so. What if Inter wasn't wearing pants? Okay, the thing is the pants. Why the pants though? Filing wearing one to the fisher. This proved that the way there was a Bad Badger to freely use both hands. So welcome back, the line was regarded as back from a cereal box. A cereal box? Which one do I present? I'm gonna get the head, I guess. Because costumes. Okay, there you go. The costume has two parts of them, the head and the body. Oh, I get it now. The head Mrs. Paup saw was probably the head of the Bad Badger. However, it's not possible that the body of that was entirely different Badger. Imagine pulling that out of your pocket. A different Badger. Yes. Or so to put it more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this Badger. Presenting... I guess this one, makes sense. So I don't think it's any of these people. What? What the heck is that? Pink because it's cuter? Alright, I'm good. Actually, I showed the game and picked pink. Yes, in a simple matter of process of elimination, Miss Paup was wearing the blue Badger's costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the pink Badger was one of the wrong colors, which would have been incredibly obvious. All that is left is the prototype Badger costume. Yeah, because like the belt on the blue Badger is obvious as well. Miss Paups, who was the one who wore the proto Badger costume? That would be Lance. Calm Badger. No, get that shit out of here. I'm not gonna get the Badger in my big dictionary. No, I'd rather take Aze everything than this. The Lance Amino donned the Bad Badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. On top of which he plotted to shoot Miss Paups while wearing that hideous thing. This stage was completely set up and the stadium was nothing more than a setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Paups into believing that she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Paups was pretending to be the victim. It was all done so that she could pull off the trigger. I have no idea what you're talking about. Then arrest the creepy mascot guy bringing back the shoe. Yeah, take him away! What exactly would I have to do with all that, huh? There's only one reason. Lance Amano. You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon. What? No! That's slander! Take it back! You take it back right now! Just out of curiosity, Lance, what is your dominant hand? I'm left-handed, but what does it have to do with anything? It depends. According to Miss Paups, her attacker held the gun's left hand. Ah, who is what-handed doesn't prove anything. And besides, now you're just being absurd. It's not like the proto-badger is bulletproof. One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right? Of course, logically, if he had been shot, probably wouldn't be here as now. But I believe he had thought of that as well and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you should need. This is how Lance makes sure that he wouldn't be hit by a bullet. Now this was ripped off. We found one half of the Bad Badger costume in the hideout, a broken one. It was not the very same one that the victim was wearing, plus it was missing something. And that something was the model's gun that the Bad Badger costume carries, which can fire blanks. What? Miss Paups, where's the gun you used now? I threw it away into the sea. That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was. Although I believe that we can safely assume the model gun it was the model gun in question. I heard enough. All you've been spouting so far is pure conjecture. It's not fun to ask which hand is dominant. It's more fun to throw something at them and see which hand they use to catch it. You're so right. We should do that and they'll easily just checkmate them. I can admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I cannot prove that I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I am right is very high. Hello, my Azeria! I'm both-handed then? Me too, me too. I'm both-handed then. Let's see which hand reaches for it first. Let's pretend that you're right, and then the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor? I don't know yet. Ah, I knew you were full of it. However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame. Please wait a second. I am not simply possible. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance. She saw the victim in the state of being restrained. Huh? I came back to the hideout not long after those two. At the time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. After that, the two of us put on our costumes and made our escape. No, that was me! That was me! Mr. Deacon escaped after the two of you left, right? We thought that it would attract too much attention, but we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage in the stadium, but then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on the cell phone. Oliver managed to escape. Looks like he was waiting until I was alone. He stole the gun from me at the time. And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon managed to overheard their plans to meet up at the stage. But then, Prosecutor, Miss Paups saw the victim of her own eyes. No calm badger! No calm badger! Which means that the victim was still alive at the time, wouldn't you agree? Why does this sound so wrong to me? What? There must be something I missed about this account. I don't think she saw the correct person. Are you sure? Came back to the hideout after this too. By the time Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon, he had tied up Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. For that, the two of us put on a costume and made our escape. To the beam next door. Next door is me, isn't it? What the? You're sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw? Yes, I'm certain of what I saw. Did you go into the other room to check? Isn't the badger life yet? Would you want to be the prototype badger? Hold on, you wanna be this guy? You wanna be the proto badger? You wanna be like that? Your eyes wanna be soulless like that? I don't think so. Nuh-uh, I don't think so, guys. Something sounds wrong, man. Maybe that's how the guys keep saying lolly is all weird. True. That guy's weird. Lance said it's best that I didn't get close to him. Lance, I'm such a kind soul. You're girl, you're getting tricked. Now you're telling me that you did not confirm that it was Mr. Deacon for yourself. I checked through the slit to the door that separates the room. He had a bad badger's head on, so I'm absolutely sure that I have to be Mr. Deacon. We don't choose the badger live. I don't want the badger to choose me. I'm pretty sure that it was me, bruh. Miss Paups, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all. Huh? The person you saw was actually this person. Me! It was me. Huh? The person I saw was you, Mr. Ashworth? His iconic tap forehead. Yeah! I'm surprised he had no pimples on there. But then, again, he should be like a... He should be all tidy and everything. I always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers adopt me even though I had handed over the ransom? She flushed. It's not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon. And if that was the reason for which I was adopted, then I believe we can assume that the victim was already dead at the time. Well, Lance, am I right? That's... You showed Miss Paup a person, namely me, with a bad badger's head on. And then made your costume escape together, or you pretended to. What do you mean he pretended? Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape and then doubled back to the hideout. Probably to come out and remove the bad badger's head from my unconscious self. And to create his fake prison with the professor, he then escaped via the passageway. Oh, I choose you. Hold your tongue, boy. Don't get caught in the tidal waves of words coming out of your Mr. Prosecutor's mouth. Tidal wave. We heard a lot about come out of you, but we have yet to see a shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal, the subsequences, detainment. All of that could have happened while you were out cold. That's right, you were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor. And if that was the case, Miss Paul would have still seen me tied to that beam. I was scared of Mr. Thickens, so I didn't go to the next room. So I really had no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Ashworth. See? It would have seen that you can't prove the thing. Who said that? Please, wait. Mr. Amano? Oh, my Miles, my boy. It looks like you're really giving it your all. And Lance, it's no good to cause trouble for others. Dad! Let's see. You're the only one in charge of the investigation, correct? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you. Oh, oh, do you now? What the shit? Is that what I think it is? It's the bad badger's costume the victim was wearing and the gun. I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found this myself. Wait, you cannot do that! You cannot do that, you're not part of the police force. It appears that it was disposed in the sea. Oh shit! Is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law? That's what I'm saying. That's me, Ara. What the fuck? Discombobulated. There now. Agent Lang, please come down. What the heck is this scrap of paper? This appears to be a letter from the chief of police. Oh, okay. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he see fit, sis. The chief of police? What the? Just who do you think he is? The person who wields the highest authority in this area. Oh, there. Now, there is no need to be upset. I'm not a cop from this land, so I'm not bound by the laws of your country. Now. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you into anything, it was just a request. I'm just only asking that you respect the laws of the land. Yeah, you should respect the laws of this land. I can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand, it doesn't matter who found the evidence, its value remains unchanged. Alright, now, let's take a look at this new evidence. I already got the results back. A special forensics research lab that I'm on good terms with conducted tests. They verified that this blood on the costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren. But what? You disappoint me, Miles. I can't believe that you would cause my son such stress in the hurricane. Sir, thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence. With this, you have no reason left to push my poor boy around. That's it? These are the case-making pieces of evidence? I'll be the judge of that. Again? And what's this? Looks like there's something inside of the costume's head. Hey, that sparkle, I bet they're really valuable. Sorry, but they're just pieces of the mirror. But why are they in here? This bullet hole, it looks like it kind of burnt around the edges. Wait, those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. This is an important fact. Because it's the proof that the victim was shot at a blank range. point blank range. Carry out dramatically. It's only that lady. She is in love with the guy who presumably got kidnapped, but I believe he's the kidnapper, and he is actually the kidnapper. Well, art is not the most the definitive pieces of evidence you ever seen. Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince Mr. Edgeworth over there. What the? I'm gonna punch your face. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch your face. Lance! I'm gonna punch your face back to the sea. Make no mistakes, there are missed fingerprints on that murderous gun. And they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. And Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense. I don't know so much about that, mister. I don't know so much about that. The fingerprints on the weapon. Oh no, this isn't helpful at all. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I wanted to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes. That may be all you can do, however, but I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie. You wound me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence? Because I want to punch your face. Pursuit time. What's up? Those fingerprints. Are you sure they belong to Miss Paups? There's no mistake about it. Though my connection, through my connections, I have the best forensic techniques money could buy perform. I find it to be a little peculiar. Why are you trying to pick an argument with me? What should I do? Raise it up. Of course! Every reason to play Ace Attorney game, the OSC a banger. Every OSC in the Ace Attorney games are such a banger, guys. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Paups' prints should be on that gun to begin with. And the reason why Miss Paups' print should not be on the gun is she is wearing a costume. Oh, Miu-senpai, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello, Miu-senpai. I was watching your stream a little bit before I started. Konnichiwa. Everyone, I am Azeria Sniper of EVE.EXE and I belong in SpecialiteEN 2nd Gen. I am Miu-senpai's kohai. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome, welcome. We're currently playing Ace Attorney Investigation. Currently near the end of the case 3. So, hey up, hey! How are you guys? Get the main raid! Get the main! Hello, hello! They're waiting for the psychology to help her with their questions. Yes! There just should not be the gun as because... How do I say she was wearing a costume? Would stolen costume work? I love this episode. I love this. I'm liking it so far. I love the music so much. Hello, how was his stream though? Welcome, welcome. It's simply not possible for Miss Paups to have left any prints on the murder weapon because while she was at the stadium, Miss Paups was wearing a costume. Huh? But there's been no mistakes. We found fingerprints. Well, Miss Paups, do you remember touching the gun at all at any time? Yeah, we're currently near the end of this the 3rd chapter and 3rd episode, so yeah, but we're gonna continue with the 4th one later. Yes, as a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed off to Mr. Deacon when he and Lance left for the haunted house to retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. There's where Miss Paups' print found their way onto the gun. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Paups was the murderer, but you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right? You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer. Oh, Lance. What? No way, I'm just incredibly worried about her. Are you sure? But you're pushing the blame to your girlie. It doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? That's where you're wrong. I have evidence. What? How? The story that Miss Paups killed the victim at the stage in the stadium, the whole affair is simply not true because that's not the real crime scene, but a setup. Oh no, I'm worried for my girlfriend. Oh no, she may be the killer. What to do? I will tell them. Yeah, she is the killer. Maybe push the blame to them. Yeah. But it was not committed at the stadium at all. Set up. Where is murder was not committed at the stadium at all. Oh, let's try it point blank. Yeah, this was point blank. So the reason why I would submit this one is because in this thing, it said that it was fired at point blank, which is really close. But if it was the stadium, it's like the guy was standing on top. The guy was standing on the stage, and the other guy was the one with the gun was standing on the ground floor, and the other one was on top, right? That wouldn't be point blank anyways. I like the costumes. You like this guy? You like the proto badger? I don't like him. You like him though? The very first the badger. You like this? You like this guy? This guy haunts everything. Haunts my entire life. The murder is happening. Don't get you a guy who would like just throw you into the fire like this. I like the bad badger. The bad badger and everything else looks pretty sick. But the proto badger though, I don't know about that. Ooh, I don't know about this guy. And the blue badger core. Blue badger is pretty okay, but the proto one is Get you a guy that would Aze save you instead. Consider Hyliel. Probably, yeah. Nightmare Field. That proto one haunted my life and it made me have nightmares. That's why when this game came out, I'm like, woohoo! And then I realized that the case was there. I'm like, aha, no. Why are you hating on me? Look at him, how scared he is. Let's take a look at how the costume this victim was wearing. Oh no, I don't want to. Okay, if this proto badger, this guy was our Power Ranger or some sort of Kamen Rider, I'll bet you every fucking merch I see, I'll burn it all. I'm sorry. I believed it while you insist that he was not shot at the stadium. It's the part of the costume that proves it. This one. And the burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot point blank range. Ah, so then you mean the murderer, Miss Obeck, saw the stadium was. Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated up a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there wouldn't be a gunpowder burn. Yeah, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is then? And set me out to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that is the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. And locations of where Lance and the victim were at before I was in prison was. I got it. I think I know where the real scene of the murder is. The real location of the Mr. Deacon was killed was here, the haunted house, because he had a glass shard in his costume. I don't want to end this though. I have the banger music now. I think it's not unreasonable to assume that the murder took place in the haunted house. The haunted house? Yes, and I've proved that it's highly likely that the victim was killed here. What proved that the real crime scene was the haunted house? These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. They were fragments of a mirror. A mirror? And what does that have to do with anything? Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of mirror inside a costume. That's pretty dangerous. However, there's one place I can think of where the plethora of mirror fragments, and that is the haunted house. Haunted house vamp facts happens always there. Yeah, Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with a revolver in the haunted house. After that, you stole the Blue Badger mobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. The timing of when the Blue Badger mobile was stolen confirmed this as a fact. Mouse, my boy, say no more! I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that. Be quiet! Yes, please do something! Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense! Ernest Amano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Grams. How dare you! I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. This decisive evidence. And to call this mirror a bit decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Shayna, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout? Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house. You see, it's not possible that the fragments got into the costumes there. But Agent Lung, there was no fragment on the floor, so the probability is very low. Probability? Ha ha ha! Imagine being the dad and serving up the final plot of evidence to convict your kid. Pretty much, yeah. Lang Tzu said. On the truth path, The word probability does not exist. No bullshit. The only thing that he does is definitive. What the fuck did you say? The correction, Mr. Prosecutor. Do you have definitive proof that you need? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, do you? Why are you against me? Do I have solid evidence that prove that the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no. See? So you don't have any? Then shut up. What the? I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only person at the haunted house besides myself were Lance and Deconstructing. If I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder. What now, Mr. Edgeworth? Agent Lance, I have a special request. Yeah? I would like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed a haunted house. Why in the world are you asking for the werewolf for the permission? Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth. Alright, permission granted, but you're not to touch a single thing, got it? That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is the truth that will be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done as long as it is. You know what, technically I can ask Kay or Detective Gunshu to like touch it for me, right? Touch the evidence for me, as long as I'm not the one touching it. Sheena, I'm here. Put this in the paperwork for the authorization immediately. Understood. I'll go get the Gateway Water Script approval. Who was that? No. You trying to stop? Let's hold on for a second. There's no need to obtain approval. Mr. Amano? Agent Lance, would you please look at this? What is this? Sheena! It's the deed to the haunted house. He bought it? Is he hiding for him? Read out loud. Gatewater Land hereby bequeaths the property gate loans to the haunted house to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of 1 million paid in full by cash. What? Oh, as you can see, I'm the legal owner of the haunted house. Are you kidding? When did you... I ran into the owner at the park earlier and we made a deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye. That 1 million you paid. Don't tell me was... Oh, that's right. The disgusting suitcase belonged to you, doesn't it? I don't have any use for it, so you may have it back now. Did you use the ransom money? My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you just please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss? What's there to discuss? My permission to enter the haunted house, of course. Whilst we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting this. Wow, this guy's a cuck! Patricia's such a haunted is denied. End of discussion. What the? Ernest Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. That mouse, you should hurry on now. Before I really lose my temper. Mr. Amano definitely has a deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave like this, the truth will be lost forever. Why is he protecting his son? I mean, yeah, that's... I remember. Because he dotes on his son. He would do anything for his son, right? Ooh, this is a hard one though. The music is a real crime. It's a fire hazard. It's too lit, guys. It's too lit. The guy's a cuck. Oops. If I get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Okay? Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should be doing at a time like this. What is that? When the people are in the bind, the hero of justice appear to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kei Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's... of course. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of a haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened and what I dropped off the ransom money. Ooh! Oh shit, right, I forgot! Agent Long. So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're about to witness the true power of the real modern day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe. Is there a copy of the haunted house blueprint amongst the police reference document? Yes, sir. We just got it in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. Okay, I closed my eyes for that. But what is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if I can expect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way through logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, fuck your haunted house. We can recreate it. I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I'll have to. But I'm going to make you do all the hard work. Very well. I would like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them definitely in this place at the time. If I can verify, it may provide me the lead. I had just come out to the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slump on the floor at the end of the hall. Eh? Wasn't the badger all the way down there? I also had thought it was strange. However, I thought that it may simply be the mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. How do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was a silhouette. In that case, I'll just program a badger silhouette for now. Okay, programming completed. Ugh, I hate this one. And he comes out right. And as I'm walking towards the exit. And that's where you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where will your assailant come from? There's only one location I can think of. My assailant was lying in wait here. That doll that I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Also, he used the costume as a perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop off and then I was about to leave. And then he just saw me take a step towards the exit and he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think that I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? Oh. Well, Lance? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up with the haunted. I come onto the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Was he telling the truth or is it another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bat Badger, alright? Since the Bat Badger had a gun attached to his right hand, I'll have to change so the weapon is in his left hand. Really? Now to verify the fact of the recreation. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea, but I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay then, where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There had been a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, sounds painful. The right side? That means it wouldn't be hit from. Okay, that wouldn't be possible then. That's just your imagination, so let's see. I wonder if there was anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. Yeah, sword. I haven't. There was indeed a such object lying in this hallway. A Paups sword. You're talking about this thing here? Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes! It's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It might have been worth more thorough examination yet. What the test do you want me to run on this sword? I don't think I should dust for print in the first place, because like he's holding a costume, right? So I don't think he would have. Is it test with Lumino. What's Lumino again? I can't remember what's Lumino. But I'll test it. Print doesn't work anyway. Yeah, because he's not holding it with his bare hands. He's holding it with the costume's hand. The culprit was using a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis would be useless. Yeah. So Lumino test is possible that some of my blood was found. Oh, okay, for the blood. Okay. Agent Lang, may I ask for cooperation in this matter? Huh, like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that blade is spotless. So it must have been the left side of the prop that hit you then, right? Alright, I'll update the recreation with this piece of information. But I don't think it's him. I'm pretty sure it's Lance still, because if we hold it with the left hand, how do you hit me from the right side? I mean, you could swing the other way around, but... You know, the Bat Badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close. Oh well, what do you expect from a character named Bat Badger? And those sunglasses, wearing them in the dark make him seem extra bad. And I'm lost. What do you mean and bad does he really mean? And in the instant the Badger will swing his left arm complete the weapon in his hand as to club me in the left side of the prop sword. Want to see the pain expression on your face? It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe that's not... It's just my imagination? Or something's not quite right. Yeah, something's not quite right. Because you hit me on the right side of the head. Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sort. Luminal test of forensic science extracting some blood. All glows blue like shown. Oh, okay. Because there was a few mechanics in this game, then I was like confused which one it was. Except for a bit, the left side of the prop sword is absolutely spotless. This game is gonna overhit my brain. It's okay. There's a lot more games like this. It's really fun though. However, the culprit has used his left hand and the blood would have been on the opposite side. The opposite side? Huh. If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword right side would have hit. I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you. Exactly. The prop sword has a large hand guard attached to the hilt. It would have been impossible to hold with two hands while wearing a costume with such a big hand. Therefore, it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right. I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it will only create a new contradiction. Changing the prop sword to be in the culprit's right hand will conflict with what? The Bat Badger only holds a gun in his right hand, so he cannot hold a sword in addition. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left hand or right hand, it means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bat Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah, yes. But that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. Please let it be the Proto-Badger. I think at the very start of the case, it already showed you who it was, but he doesn't see it. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon was the one who struck me. For you see, firing a gun with a non-dominant hand is difficult, but with that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say the Proto-Badger. This is the reason why I hated the Proto-Badger. You guys will see how creepy it is. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, we have to examine this new recreation and... What do you want? What exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget sure picks a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do was hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of my little thief, you mean old werewolf. Make a deal with the guy saying you're clear on charges, you can fake evidence on the project budget. Just for the Proto-Badger, not enough evidence. Then we will get some evidence. The investigation will bring out the best in each other. You had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I sat quietly by listening, but the crude conclusion that you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. What do you want? There's no guarantee that the toy will always show the real situation at any given time. The displays was whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it like that way, it's just supposition. Your supposition isn't wrong. Wrong. And it's not your fault. I'm not gonna let you slip on this one. There's a trick at this haunted house. Now, what may that be? A trick beyond what your tiny imagination can produce. Sheena! Here you are. Now then, what you miss, girlie? It's written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger. What is this? I say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. As you can see, they set a doll down at the end of the hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was a stupid doll. How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being the attacker right out the window. No, there was a 4th costume that was stolen. But that can't be. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere else. And then he laid down and pretended to be instead. Yeah. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You get it now, thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to completely wrong conclusions. Now get off your high horses. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, I wonder if you could please input that new information for me. You know when to quit, don't you? I can't quit, not until I declare that I found the truth. Agent Lump, for the additional information you have my thanks. Oh my god, look at this guy! BMing him! There you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreations now. Guy should have BM. Hey, Mouse Edgeworth is so funny. Sure, hear my feelings. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. The slump over badger, which is a doll, where my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So, well, come on, Mr. Ashford, let's go! Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Let's check out all the way here first. Silver technology, kawaii ne, koyu no. This sounds so scary. One resident here inspected us. Okay. This blue badger is just a doll for in use in the haunted house. But the only one who killed the blue badger was the blood badger, right? According to the blue badger's Bible, it says that they're each other's worst enemy. All because of one's allied justice and the other's foul criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were destined to battle each other. Or should I steal samurai and the EVE.EXE trait? Let me look at this. Huh? Wait. Shut up. Maybe if the deduce is there, surely something's off. Yeah, what is this? Hold on a second. There's something wrong with this blue badger's costume. Like what? The way the belt is on him on the opposite how it should be. You made a mistake? It can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then why is the blue badger dressed up in the reverse? Okay. The blue badger in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular blue badger. But why? There should be some sort of explanations. So that's it for this part. And then this fucker. So this is where the blue badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be a inconsistency somewhere. This proto badger struck me. I suppose I should really say that it was Lance. Oh, are you going to get him back now? I need not resort to violence with the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would totally abduct him outright back. Me too, Kay, me too! If someone steals from me, I'll steal someone from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's a secret to how a great thief works. What? No. Your third statement doesn't seem to be much of a benefit to her survival. Azeria, hi, hello, Makyo, hello! Smugwer. the replica myself. It were totally obvious to what's behind you, huh? Yeah, I suppose not to be blamed to what happened to me, but it was incredibly dark, so I would have more the reason to have been more alert. About to get recalled by surprise again. Okay, so I need one more clue somewhere. When you take a look around, it almost feels like more of a house of mirrors. As it contradictions. At least we know that this is a real criminal sin thanks to this mirror shards. Oh, these shards, there's something different about them. Oh? The ones we felt earlier are thicker than the shards from this mirror. And look, there's some sort of design on the back too. The pieces in the costume is certainly different from the one in the mirror. What does it mean? Could this be our pieces that are not pieces of the mirrors? I mean, I just kept fighting this bag. I didn't think that it was the surprise. Okay. Bite it back. When your cat bites, you bite it back. Can you explain again? Anything else? Nothing else here, so probably logic. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? But how this building might have been a house of mirrors. House of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of the real one. Then what was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked out this hallway, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, there was a mirror. Oh, then that would actually form an outside, right? Precisely. I was deceived that the hallway was almost pitch black, and there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Why did I build this place like that? It sounds like pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is another attraction at the amusement park. He created a mirror wall for a specific purpose, one that I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall. The map reminds me of Valorant because like the curve in, is it? Let's see. So the reason why I don't think it's the glasses, it doesn't make no sense. The reason why they make it like this because there's a disappearing badger. Makes sense to me, honestly. As is written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it's definitely still there. That wasn't true at the time. However, doing this allows someone to make a blue badger disappear in the flesh. You move the wall. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed in a way that it could be moved. Then beyond the mirror was an empty hallway that had to be recreated. So when you wanted people to see the blue badger, they would just open the mirror. And then when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. Oh! This explains why the other side of the fragment had the design on them. And the pattern is the same as the other walls in the hallway. Then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. Ooh! So there's the mirror trick. I see! And this should also prove the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Huh? How so? Think about it, Kay. There's a hiding place that was outside my vision of field. The culprit keep out of sight by hiding here. Here? There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. If he had to do was hide from me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on. I just thought about something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shots of it, I can probably assume it is. Yes, it's most definitely broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found the insides of the victim costumes, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sounds... Leave the money and go now. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Hey, I would like to input some new information. Hey, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I really need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could first recreate the hallway just before I enter the dining room. Yeah, got it. Ooh, cool. And now this, I believe, is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was just a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then I heard the sound of the mirror shattering. You heard what then? Yes, I believe it was then the mirror was broken. So then when you step outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist. Okay, please recreate that. Got it. Wait, but why with the mirror gone, the culprit will have lost his hiding spot? It's already go in his proto badger suit, Mr. Ashworth. That isn't easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. Ugh. And I think this wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. Even a larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a troubling inconsistency. It lies. Where did this guy go then? No? Because I remember that when I came out I saw a badger still. So what happened to this? Okay, take a good look at the end of the hallway. There's no blue badger there. Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point of this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. So let me get this straight. When you come out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who do you suppose it was? I believe this real identity of Mystery Badger. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Deacon. But how do I say it's this one, right? The badger I saw was really actually the dead victim's body. What? Agent Lung. The entirety of my complete logic is final, and decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway in the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Miss Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to the fighting, perhaps it was due to the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause of it, the hallway mirror was broken. Ah, you were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot might blended it right in. Ah, yeah. Now then, I would like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of the gun and use it on him? Azeria photo for Yanagi, you win. Easy! See? Fuck you! It was you, Lance Amano. What the? Yeah, look at his face! Look at his face, guys! I'm sorry! The rank card for me to skip. This fucking bitch was like, when I sent him the thing, when I sent him the new character, he's like, who asked? I'm like, you fucking hurt my feelings? I'm not gonna send you. I'm gonna torture this guy and wish only Coletta for you. It's not like I have a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. She snapped and turned violent. He snapped and turned violent after I hung up with you. He shoved me into the ground and whoa, kinky, what the sh? I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See? That just justifies self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. Heh, as you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I have nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. What the? Betraying his son? That. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all, truly touching. Grr. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how I possibly know the answer to such asinine question? You wound me. I came all the way from across the sea just to see you, you know. You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about the case 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name of the one you used here for the case? Sheena. It's known as KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? So you remember. Good. Then you recall the trigger that in that case was an Amano group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? There's the word again. At the time, the person that was arrested at the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very secretary, Mr. Colin Devore. Father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Devore, I've always suspected that you were involved in the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Devore was arrested in place of you, which is why he broke out and then you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secrets. Now. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyways for a nice long chat. I'm sweating. Get him! He's a... What the... Well, who? What the... Who the heck was that? Bro, get the... Is that his new detective or is that... I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? Why is he here again? I'm prosecuting in charge of this case? Oh, Jackus, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around, man. This is the Interpol case and you keep your paws on my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. The guy from episode 1? Yeah, why is he here? Wait, who's that the other guy then? About handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors and a whole lot of you. Wait, huh? Guys, arrest these two suspects. Sir! Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Mouse Edgewood, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, isn't that any way to thank someone? And what the heck's supposed to mean? You're so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally have the legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not so sure I follow. It's no use pretending to me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office is definitely someone working in the ring. So Agent Lang suspected my relations to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason why he's behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around of forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? No, my guy is more truthful. The courtroom is the place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't you worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years, every defendant must be found guilty. Filled by that kind of thinking, is it to wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? I did at one point. Shh, we don't talk about that. We've seen that this disdain extends beyond me. Prosecutors, the court. Why is this man so angry with all of us? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget. Did she just come all the way in front of him? Just do that? Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all the prosecutors though? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zhengfa. The heads of all the police-related divisions in the country were Lang's blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was a long time ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it's all because of the courts. How can it be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence of one of the Lang's detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Lang's family's honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang would never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work the guy is. Come on, Jim, we better catch up. Yeah. He got a new detective already? We gotta deliver the thing to the old man after all. What? I like Sheena, she's cool. She looks cool. She's cool later too. She's always on spot. Yeah. It's clean. We have Phoenix, right? Yeah, we have Phoenix, right? Detective, I'm sure I believe it's time we wrap up and head out ourselves. Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but entangled one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off in my office? No problem, sir. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? Why is she not captured? She was involved in the kidnapping, no? Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective. I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. This is 3:30. Time to go to sleep. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think that I had never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Paups, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means, from the beginning, he had no interest in this stage or self-adoption. Wait, and why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Paups. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Miss Aurora into cooperating. Father. As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relations to you. However, as the Amano's family butler, at the very least, he could be able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that it was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Ah. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me. Ah, no, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man is such my odor. Yeah. What the... Hee looks like you completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir. Your technique is way beyond the level of great thief. What are you going on about, bro? He's so dense! Wow, your deducing skill may be sound, but you got no streets. You got no streets first. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you hadn't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know? He loves Phoenix too much. Yeah, wristworm. Meanwhile, Mr. Ezra, how do you know this girl? Looks like you have to totally forgot about me too, Gummy. Gummy. Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promise I'll return to you one day, remember? That's... A single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met then Child K and Detective Gumshoe. The end. Womanizer. The end! Congrats, boss, I have a gift from Azeria. You want me to check it out now? What do you do? I swear to God. What do you do? You son of a bitch! Why are you doing this? Why do you do this? 何もわからないまま次になった。そうやね。何もわかってないのに。ねえ、なんでここでストーリーで終わる Consider high rogue! Ain't no way you... This guy, do you see what he did? Get this way away from me. Hold on. 見せるね。あいつ何してんの? Let me show you what he fucking did, bro. Fucking ass. Oh! No! Why do you do this? 嫌だ! Ooh, こいつ! Bro, I'm gonna throw you off the map later in fucking Apex. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm gonna throw you off that map later. What do you mean, come badge AzeKids? Why do you have so much time? I love how you attach the earring to the badger as well. Oh, horror. ホラーだよ、これ. The caption wrote, Calm Badger AzeKids. Oh, this will haunt me. Oh, yada. But thank you for the art, though. I'm gonna throw you off the map later, I swear. See, I can always watch your stream. My deepest apologies. I must go to bed. Thank you for everything you do, boss, and stay safe. Thank you so much, Spectral, for coming by. Rest well. The only second Yaragarusu, the piece of cloth she conjured up. I don't really stream at your morning time, so it's okay. We're consistently gonna do every morning stream for you on your side, so you'll definitely be able to catch me. But rest well, Spectral. Thank you for coming by. Turkey, Lurking, thank you so much for the membership. You're not supposed to. I hope that for the ones who want to join my membership, please refrain from subscribing or like joining the membership right now. We're not supposed to have any monetization on this. Same for Elden Ring as well. You're not supposed to be doing that. But I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. Oh, who is this? That's the line. What are you trying to say? I can't even stop it. Don't you get it? I don't true identity of the Yadakarasu. But I really appreciate though. Thank you so much. But for people who wants to join the membership, I pinned the message. You can join when I am at the Apex stream later. But I really appreciate it though. Can you turn off the YouTube side for a specific stream? Very, very hard. Let me explain it after this cutscene is done, because I cannot pause this cutscene at all. Mr. Rowding, I heard now what you said about you right now. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm not telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. This guy's doing too fast. You gotta believe me. Hayaite. I didn't see that pin. No, it's okay. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it, though, nonetheless. In accordance with the defendant's accusations, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. The lawyer's kind of hot. That's Mr. Faraday. That's that, is it? I'm assuming then. Oh shit! Wait, he looks cool. Wait, Mouse Ashraf, why are you not wearing this costume? Why is he wearing this? Why is he not wearing this costume? This costume looks better. Okay, so there are some games that I cannot get monetized. So if you see the super chat off, means that I cannot have monetization. So Ace Attorney games, I cannot have monetization. Elden Ring games, I cannot have monetization. Those are the two games of an example that I cannot have it. But for some reason, I cannot turn off membership, only super chats. So if for membership, I just have to pin something at the chat. That's why I'm not streaming on Twitch as well, because Twitch doesn't allow you to turn off subs. It's dumb. Man, it looks much cooler like this. But yeah, YouTube, you can't really turn off memberships. The only thing I can do is just turn off the thing. And you know how annoying YouTube is? That I have to turn off I have to do like whenever I do a stream that doesn't allow monetization, I have to create it at the very last minute because I had to turn it off. I cannot turn off the thing individually for each stream, which is dumb. And so, it is my first assignment as prosecutor will be as the replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused of the defendant. Edgeworth. Oh. Ugh. Tim. Have you read over the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth. Always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karmer, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career. I am honored and proud. As I watch over your studies, I'm giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Yes, sir. I don't like him. That such legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. Manbrad. Okay, we'll name him Manbrad. I have to be perfect in every way. Today's trial should have ended in just a minute. Because the defendant was picked up by a security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gal to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is that he claimed that the prosecutor... How do you pronounce it? Barring Faraday gave the order. Fluttering costume. Ikire no costume. You really see in the lobby because the attorney come in and walk around like Miles. Yeah. Yes, this is 7 years ago. Goddamn. It's been cornered by this errand prey. Burn? Okay, Burn. Thank you much. Sir, have you acquaintance of Miss Burn Faraday? It's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense for a man who is above law. No man above law. Oh, there's always a few exceptions. However, there's no reason to even deal with an— Ow! My controller. Oh, sorry, my controller. When I was trying to click buttons on the trigger, it like zapped me. Oh my god. A prosecutor is the guardian of the court with no obligations to outside matters. Master updating autopsy report. Right, he does that, I hate it, you know, I hate it when you fight in the normal Ace Attorney game and then they're like, hold it right there, I got a new piece of evidence for you. I'm gonna update the autopsy report. Like, why can't you do that from the very start? Why do you always like cuck us at the very last minute? That's shocking. I don't understand. You're not supposed to be updating it like for the very last minute, bro. And they don't even give you the information until they catch you. And then you update the information. Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In the place of the accused, prosecutor Burn Faraday, I proved you the defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hours of recess for you to prepare just to do so. Show them all. The power of Von Carver. So have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in this case files. Well then, explain to me the case. I don't know shit. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. Understood. Oh. Well, a murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Kodopians embassy? Kodopians? Dope. The victim... the fucking victim's name. The victim, Mr. Deadman, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel, was held for questioning the night of incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murdered weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu has successfully infiltrated the Kodofin's embassy as well. Azeria, hunting fellows will be lurking. Okay, have a good lurk. Good luck with your fatalist. Mackerel, yeah, Mackerel, Deathman. But he did not kill Miss Deathman. I wonder what he expected to gain for such a desperate lie. In Japanese, yeah. It's also that he want to go down with the spotlight when he's not found guilty. There's no true limit to people's insanity and inanity. By this disgrace continue at work. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecutor presented the security footage that captured the murder. Wait, I want to search it out. Hold on. What is his name? Ace Attorney Investigation, Mr. Deadman. What are you in your Japanese, man? Namae wa? What is your name in Japanese? He was called... What's this? Deedoman. Oh, the deed. Oh! Is that how you pronounce it? Not dead man? Deed man? Oh, deed. Deed? Not dead. In Japanese, he's called Deedo. Deetoma. So like deed? D-E-E-D? Like, dead? They said it was like deed. Like this. This is how they pronounce it, and it's like not dead. Detto じゃなくて deed. He did the deed, you know, kind of thing. The footage clearly showed that Mr. Real was the murderer. What the? It's not Dead Man. It's actually the murderer's Mackerel. We'll call him Dead Man anyways. He's dead. The act of Mr. Real firing the gun could have been clearly seen from the visitors gallery. Balancing, the defendants retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. Hayatte. 日本語うますぎて混乱する。いや全然。まだまだです。Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. And I recall the names are put on dead man on a corpse, so... Oh, I did it because I was told to. But the real Yatagarasu burned Faraday. It's kind of weird because in Japanese it's called Ditto. Dittoma. And then it's like... What I would pronounce is dead man. But for my meaning is dead. He's dead. But in Japanese it's like he did the deed. You know, he did something like D-E-D. Been a murder, empathy. People are actually referring to it as the second KG8 incident. Okay, the KG8 incident. So it happened way before this even then. Okay. Among the police is information that only the select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Sir, what do you mean by the second KG incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn the origin of the case. 最初のケースだね。To take a look at this document. This is a 3-year-old 3年ぐらいのニュースじゃん。You have heard of the Amano group scandal before. Amano のスカンダル。そうなんだ。Yes, I have. そう。The secretary of Amano's group's director was arrested. さっきの人だよね。さっきのケースの人。Scandal was a nice band. Correct? CCU was an employee of the Amano group, and then so witness to the smuggling operation. She was the one who brought the case to the light. However, Miss Yu, CCU, like a title, like CEO, CCU or something like that. Mr. Silence before she could testify in court. CCU, she sees you. Wasn't a Colombian embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Yes, a Colombian by the name of Manny Cochin. Miss you. So your name, miss you. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Manny Cochin? If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all the criminals are found guilty, my mentor was really dedicated. While he forged evidence. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Faraday was in charge of the KG incident as well. That's right. And now once again, the victim of the case that you are on is currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against the smuggling organization. And just like the last time, the victim was murdered right before he was about to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered this day before the court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way it did in KG8 incident. So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident. Yes. There's one difference between the two X incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu. But to find out more. If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Colombian's embassy, what could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely, to steal secrets from the Colombian embassy itself. Since then, the item that the Yatagarasu stole from was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? Hi Zerine, back from work. Happy to catch your stream. Hello crew! Welcome back! Otsu in your work. Welcome back. You made it back safe. Good job! Otsu! Hope you're relaxing well after your hard day at work. Anything related to Yatakarasu is getting top secret treatment. We're currently on the case, episode 4, because we just finished episode 3. Welcome back! Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have been the very first time Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. You have the prosecutor in charge of the Yatakarasu case as well? Ah. He has a lot on his plate. Oh! Oh! What is this, little girl? You're scary, mister. You need something? I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarter, and pennies. Looks like you have exactly $1. This is what you want? Thanks, that's exactly what I need. That's Kay! Kay Faraday. Could a child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child to be running around inside the courtroom. Does this send no respect for the justice system at all? That's what they all say. Oh, ドルになってる. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is completed. Why, you don't even have much time there is left before the trial resumes. I'm so sorry. I can have you mopping up this courtroom instead of protecting it in an instant. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. Huh, a proud one you are. You better best collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. So this was his very first case. Compared to Phoenix Wright. What a difference. And then again, he had Manfred von Karma. Or should we say Manfred von Karma? There's no one here. What's going on? Just why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? Off to sleep, thank you for the stream, Zenine. Okay, have a good night's sleep, Miwu. Rest well. Also, thank you for coming by. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Rest well. Bye bye. Hola? Oh, Judge-ra. The judge is here. Oh, you must be the one that Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear that this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was this someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is this blasted buffoon up to? It's an emergency, sirs! Oh, sir, poor guy. Silence! There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of all law. Bailiff, remove this man from the courtroom at once. Please! Wait! You have to listen to me! There's an emergency! Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant... The two of them... They're both dead, Your Honor! Shinda? The defendant and Mr. Faraday? Now who's that guy? Stay back! Oh, kake. Oh, sign out, kake. No one's allowed in this crime scene, period. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite a hotspot. This is Miss defense attorney. Why are there ants on the left side? What's that? Hey you, no running in the hallway, pal! And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time to start a civil discourse. This sofa looks like it's been a fair share of being used and looks like it's another part of the courthouse that is visible from the window. Hey! My eyes are locked with the reflection in the... One time I refuse to back down. This guy, I won. What the fuck? This guy is a nut. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bat. Homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Faraday requested that you be here? I already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid! I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare you trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man was Mr. Mackerel. He was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Yoho de Kurosta. Or did anyone went to defend this? The Japanese-style vending machine? あ、そうよね。いや、美味しそう。食べたい。ビーフジャーキーとかホットドッグとかアメリカンドッグとか。いや、コーンドッグじゃなくてアメリカホットドッグだよ。オレンジジュース。あとなんでサンドもある。He was in charge of guarding this place. He was claiming that there was no one else entered the room. If that is the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? What a thing is this magic mirror? He's like holding a mirror and he's like, oh, mirror, mirror, tell me who is the murderer? Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments. So you called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu characteristics. Not to assess that Mr. Faraday was really the Yatagarasu or not? Well, looks like you might have a brain after all in the head of your son. What the? Son, I'm not your son, Paups. You have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth and I was here to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Mr. Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I study under Manfred von Karma. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice. So you're a student of Von Karma. I should have disclosed a dead giveaway. Stop right there. These are the garments of the one who shall gallantly present the fact. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do something of the sort. Just kidding, I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. And if you're telling me the truth, then we're about to go head-to-head in court. But of course, I have heard much about you, Miss Yu. But of course, I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Did I say something funny? I would like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to the detective over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court until only a moment ago was just murdered. And not like I go back to the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. Let's apologize for asking a sensitive question. It's fine, don't worry about it. And none of you guys at the edge of her. It's so fun, it's like his first rival technically. What is it? ただで普通で笑ってるかもね。なんもないかもしれないよね。なんだろう。いや、入れる？ Can I enter? サンドイッチ。牛乳ある。牛乳。とオレンジジュース。Young judges for justice. And you are. Who, me? Hey, pal. It's only common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor. Prosecutor? I never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. Told you my name, now will you mean AzeKids? やばすぎて草ファンキーが使ってるおもろポスターおもろすぎ A detective did come true. I personally achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, that's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check out and make sure that I'm really not a crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at the murder scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would be behooved to fill in on what you know. Wow, you're so proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Anyway, Detective Bat is the one in charge, so you just have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the doll to the defendant too. Okay? So you were on guard on details, so you don't notice anything strange while you were on duty. Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and I kind of froze. You're a detective and your measly gunshot scared you that much. And then I can hardly claim to know how to sound hear one at close range. Then Detective Bat came running to the scene. We went into the lobby two together and both men were lying there dead. That everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway with the whole thing. I didn't hear a single people struggle. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Okay. Miss you. There's someone who wishes to see you. Who is it? Philippine Embassy staff member by the name of Manny Oh! What's going on? Miss Detective Bat and Miss Yu's mood just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second, wasn't the Manny coaching? I'll be right there. No, don't go, you're gonna die too! No, don't go! It's nice to see you again. I miss you. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Don't go! Fine, let's go. Bad. Von Karma? It's been a long time. Shirai? I knew you would show up. You usually do when Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case as a no exception. You know Detective Bat, sir? Yes, he's like an old blood that never leaves the scene of the crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's like the crime scene where a detective is more useful and they're effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bat, the man that I just passed by. Was he not a suspect from KG8 incident? So I was right. What is that man doing here, wandering around here? That Faraday, I can't believe he let such an easy cash getaway, imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak of that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic, I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation. Is it? Oh shit! Papa, how could you place him in charge? Franziska, what are you doing here? I'm here for the summer vacation, what else? She's here! Franziska von Karma. She is here on vacation from Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, which is also a junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget that! You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? If you were able to pass it, I would have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never! Why should I always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Mouse Etcher to cover this case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident I can do a better job than him. As you're like a Franziska, she has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. But, yes. This two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these keys loose on the crime scene? This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene that is not a place for children to be messing around in. A novice whip. I'm the one with authority in the crime scene, bad. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth. Franziska. I'll leave this case to the two of you. But she's a kid! She's way younger than I am! Yes, Papa. Hello, Wilmer! Azeria! Sorry, I was mid-yawn. Because it's such a comfy right now. Remember, I'm not accept nothing but a perfect report from both of you. Did not disappoint me. My throat. Let me drink up a little bit. Hold up one karma. I still haven't agreed to this. Mouse Edgeworth. It's been quite some time in Franziska. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of one karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Long time no see. Very good. I just bought Mistress Merch right now. Nice! Thank you for buying Mistress Merch. I'll say it on behalf of her. Thank you! She's so happy. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Mouse Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy for the Von Karma name. For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. I haven't bought it yet. I'm gonna buy it in a bit. Azeria! Hit it with the all objection. Yeah. Gachatano-san Azeria. Looks like the one common name was successfully convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now I appreciate it if you can quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bat. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Did you get shipped here in the States without any incident? I have ordered through Booth with, not Booth, but I think for, you guys should probably be using a proxy, right? Like Buy, like B-U-Y-E-E. I use that as well. It's gonna take a while because this is technically like pre-order, but you probably arrive safe. For me, I did it a few times before by my Oshi's work and it arrived very nicely. I'm thinking to get her posted, but where do I post it? Do I have space somewhere here? Probably. Oh, what the? Why did they die like this? The only right explanation to kill each other simultaneously? Koyate Shinno? Mouse Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they're finished talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it once more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worth the Von Karma name. Competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly. I don't care that you become a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish thing come up from your foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take it that you're accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then let's begin our investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and present it to the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightful, delightfully childish. Oh. You kids over there, hold it. Kid? Serves you right, Mouse. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I do as I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bat, sir. Now what do I say from... Now do what I say from now on, okay, kids? Right? She gets an actual proper whip next time. She better get away, Scruffy. You feel a bite on my whip if you do. It's such a small whip though. You prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, right? Right, now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move, prosecutor boy. My name is Mount Edgeworth. And if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. What? Oh, this is where it all started. And when I had the monthly saw how much it was. It's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. It's so naive. But I noticed Detective Bad may have a word with you. What is it? It appeared that the both a knife and a gun were used as a form of murder weapons. Yeah, it does. That will lead us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the man acquire the weapons? The gun was inside Faraday's bag, the piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Caribbean's embassy staff member, but I never heard of anything about the knife. Mr. Real was the one held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possibly that the Faraday had the knife in him from the very start as well. I remember the name is. It sounds real bad. Oh, that his name was Tyrell Bad? That's why I was like, what the hell is Tyrell Bad? But now you say it's like real bad, it makes sense. And then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about this? Wait, what if? Is it possible that Mr. Faraday bought the knife in under the guise of the prosecutorial evidence, and he got brought in and attacked Mr. Real with it? Huh, maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid. Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Real first and then counter-attacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Find conclusive evidence? Okay. I'm gonna rest my throat for a little bit. Flowery scent. They don't like the flowers? What the? Maybe something useful in the change. There's no way he escaped this window. Okay, this is the 3rd floor. Stay moist. Okay, this is iron bars. Okay. Check out this thing. Why are they plastic back together all around here? Evidence safe. Never know we're happy when someone compliments me, but it's this guy and this plastic bag be evidence in a fight. But there's nothing in the bags though. Plastic bag stacks out on the table as well. Tea set too, but there doesn't seem any signs of disturbance. It's all neat and tidy. That's surprising. So quiet. I feel like it was not them who killed each other or something. It's more like maybe they got drugged or some sort of thing, I guess. This is Mr. Faraday's bag. Okay. What's the evidence? TV here. Okay, not this. Press the wrong thing. Actually move too fast. Whoa! What is it? Detective Gumshoe. My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Damn. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Ooh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? So like something the rookie needs to shore up on. TV has been left on. You're looking for that. Gumshoe, do you know what will happen to you if you touch something like that again? Right? I won't touch anything? I won't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright? Have a gun instead of a whip. Oh, this girl was not a detective. This girl was a prosecutor like me. But she just like had to have a whip. It looks like whoever fell on top. They killed each other, however. Is it logic? The logic conclusion is what is it Albert's for? Is it to hear me real hard? Mr. Real that fell first? You don't need the detective instinct for that. It's a little obvious! He's still gripping us. I can pass my Sarah off the... Okay, we talked about this one. But why is it only one? And everything else is empty. Okay, let's fight between these two men. Color shot from the side, first 2 bodies, 1 bullet. Yes. So he shot Mr. Real and fell on top of each other and gripping the gun. I guess it seems like kind of strange. I don't know why, because I feel that whenever your people die or something, they're... I don't think he'll be gripping the gun still though. None of my rocket science even know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt that I ever need to use one. I never have to fire a gun either, pal. Okay. Police screening procedures need a thorough reviews. Joe does some news about the handgun. And the next thing is there's a mark here. And where could that be? If you look closely, the blotching pattern reminds me of ink stained. A feather pen. I've never seen one before. Sure, you're just making it up. What the? Okay. And then there's a knife here. Looks like Mr. Real died with the knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck to it. And he must have used this as a weapon. No doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying on this personage? Or did he bring this up as evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? Mr. Real's cause of death was being shot, correct? And that's what we think, but it's hard to tell with his face lying down. Death is bad enough, but truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure that they're trying to hide something else? I can't confirm Mr. Real's cause of death with his body position like that. Detective Bat, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible. What is this? You're not able to form a theory with them how the way they are? I believe that the examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby. Yes, sir. We've taken enough footage for the crime scene, sir. And there you have it. Do you not approve? Of course not. But investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, won't you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Wow. Something in this breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Okay, so that's where he got his ink stain from. Okay. Kokoro no naka de. Is that gonna knife wound? Okay. And matches. Yes, sir. Verify now, sir. Make it quick. From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife was holding was what killed Mr. Faraday. He's holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one that Mr. Rape got blown away, right? Labby, your answers? Yes, sir. We found the gun ballistic markings to match the gun. Oh, ballistic markings are the figurative fingerprints a gun leave on the bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic marking. Therefore, by looking at the marking on the bullets, you can tell which gun came from. Yeah, that's it. Oh, of course I knew that all about that, pal. May you be better off going back to the academy. Come on, sir. Cut me on some slack, will ya? So the bullets that was fired in his gun is what fell, okay? Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in the courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week, but I still haven't fired a single round. There aren't many burn marks on his clothes, so that must mean Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it's discharged from the firearm. Therefore, a burn marks are usually left when the shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Real must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. Okay. You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has much common knowledge as much everyday. Let's try to understand how these two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial's evidence, and then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rill and fired. However, Mr. Rill managed to grab a knife and counter Faraday while being shot, and then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go. Still, something about that explanation doesn't seem right. I believe now I have the firmer grasp on what happened here. Okay. So, this and this, for sure. I still got one more thing that I haven't got. The splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might have been the ink from his fountain pen. Ooh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe. I can confirm that the substance on Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. Ah, you know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life. As Mr. Faraday wrote his fountain pen with his left hand. I think it's fair to assume that he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, pal. Am I missing something? Okay, I already checked this earlier. Okay, same thing as well. So I started hurting from thinking about having stabbed. Oh! Nothing here. There's a lot of hell going on. A lot of things going on. Fred and Rail, it looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right. And what would they be? Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy? What? Now I've been downgraded just boy? Ah, I see. Why the long face? Competition mouse. And such a thing I appreciate if you didn't talk to me. Hey. Did I solve everything here already? Oh yeah, I solved everything. Wait. Okay. Is that it? Okay, so it has to be somewhere in here. Neat and tidy tables, plastic bag on top, completely disturbed, but this is strewn all over. And there's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered all on the floor as well. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over in a struggle, in which case why not be another explanation of how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Eee, please get the blood away from me, pal! Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. I think I get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's! And the technician said they didn't find anything else on or in this bag, sir. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so, I leave it in your hands, pal. You're getting bossed around by a kid. I guess it's not much left to investigate, huh? Did they really kill each other? No. We can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. And the fact that there's actually a contradiction that shows that there's a possibility. Oh well, pal, really? I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. this. Now that we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he was left-handed. And yet, handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that his left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kinda strange. But how could something like that happen? The fact adds up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. So ambidextrous, we're back to the head thing again, like being both sides of, like, you know. As a person with a foul intent was serious about keeping the truth from us. I love how the detective, like the other detective, is not doing anything and letting the kid investigate. Here is the autopsy report. It's probable that Mr. Rill survived for a short time after he was shot. Don't you say lover himbo changed my mind? I cannot change your mind. Good morning, Delude! How are you? The detective goes good. We're currently on the 4th case. We're just starting out on the very 4th case. We finished case 3 just a little while back. I'm thinking I'm stopping soon because my voice is dying. How are you, Delude? Good morning. Let me now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course, the incident began with Mr. Faraday's attempting to get his revenge. Boss is Azeres. Delude, do you see what Jad did on the Twitter? But you see what he did? He did this! No! Why you got so much time? Ugh. Put it on your face. The prosecutor then went for a raid from being accused and he tried to kill the defendant. But for the defendant fought back and ended up killing each other. Chester Azeria. Now this guy is called the Badger. This one of the dark guy is called the Proto Badger. Should I wake up to this? Yes. Calm Badger. Oh, you really believe that to be the truth? As you say that because you figured out the truth before you. And you don't want to believe that it's true? Ugh. It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. But if that's the contradiction to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Get this away from me. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rill survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rill. And Mr. Rill, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous before he was massive attack burst. Proving that the logic to his false is probably the fastest way of showing you that he was wrong. In the case, I should look for any holes in her theory. That's the number one thing that I always do, press every single thing. Do you truly believe Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. There, you see? It's been documented clear as day. Ugh. Prototype のホラー鑑定どの国でも共通なんだもん。そうよね。そうよね。繋がってるよね。みんな多分わかるよね。怖いよ。でもね、リスナーさんたちはね、可愛いよと言ってるんだからさ、ハートとか可愛いんだよ。あったホラーじゃんプロトくん。So you believe that the dying Mr. Rill stole the knife from Mr. Faraday. Mr. Rill became a desperate and did not want to die. 死にたくない。だから、ナイフを取って殺した。 Humans can do amazingly when they're put to the test. So 2 men struggle. 喧嘩して and that in the end Mr. Real was able to grab the knife. ナイフを手に入れてこの人に殺した。The messy structure condition is tested. I mean, it's not. The room is not messy, girly. Her best girl on screen. You like Francisca? I don't know. I saw like the cover of the game. There's like still one more lady we haven't got to talk to yet. But I think she's in the second game. The second like sequel to this. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. About this statement, solve his remaining strength to take up the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that the violent struggle. Because nothing can compare to my writing. Furthermore, the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered all there due to the fight. No, that is wrong. If the 2 men were fighting, the struggle would have surely caused a bit of a noise. However, Detective Ganshu testified that he heard absolutely nothing. It looks like the one female person with a long whip and a silver whip. And this is the younger version of herself, so you're probably thinking of the older version, maybe? Yeah, in the older... this is 7 years ago. And the one, her older self actually has a proper whip. For her younger self, she only has a riding crop. White hair waifu. Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting here in the lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine the process that Mr. Real saw was a chance to take it out at some point of time. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Real took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday, who shot Mr. Real after being stabbed? Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Real after being stabbed. Because where is the... Where's the autopsy report? The man was evidence. I thought Sasser had shot after being stabbed. What? White hair waifu. Yeah, white hair waifu. Wait. I mean, I know what's this. How do I... What is this? Something is off. But where is my evidence? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, this one. There it is. Trying to find this the whole time. Oh, she's quite young during the Ace Attorney series. Yeah, this one. This currently what you're seeing is probably the person that you're thinking of. This in front of you right now is her younger self. This took place 7 years ago. This is also younger. This is younger Mouse Edgeworth as well. His first time on the case. His first debut. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he immediately died upon being stabbed by the knife. There you go, he could not possibly fire the gun after that. Oh, he got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there's only one correct explanation. If it's supposed that Mr. Real attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Real. Therefore, Mr. Real would have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot, then they both died. That's the only explanation that makes logical sense. Negating your opponent's idea in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca. I just wanted to explain it to you simply as possible before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. Huh. How naive of you to believe that this is your only only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover a truth that the crime scene offers you. Franziska, you still got a way to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in the crime scene is... history. Did he just wave his finger and wink? Yeah, he does that all the time for this particular one. So, what he's saying is that Faraday shot first. Faraday shot first, and then Mr. Real... Faraday shot first, right? And then he got stabbed. But that would mean Faraday would be on the bottom instead, because he died first. Whereas the guy who got shot still had time to live. Xiaoya? Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Real. Then the wounded Mr. Real found the opportunity, took the knife and struck it back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Real died thereafter. If that's the case, how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order which the body had piled. No. Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Real. Therefore, Mr. Real might have died before Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene is that we must solve... No, not so fast, Miss Mouse Edgeworth. What now? I simply think that you got the thing more outside the box. And that is even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She should have bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some decisive evidence to prove her wrong. Now, it's just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rell's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. Childish. Let's do is find a hole in the logic, and I can present her the evidence. So what he's saying is I have to press him then. So just translated Faraday's body. Okay. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates... Azeria, hi Rune! Good evening, good evening! Hello, hello! What do you mean by they attack each other at the same time? I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hand. He made to attack Mr. Rell's, yeah, Mackerel's. Yeah, he's called Mackerel. While holding the knife and revolver, and then, BOM! After Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rell then grabbed the knife as he was falling and then stabbed Mr. Faraday. And that's how Mr. Rell found on the bottom. Okay. The close range is more than possible. Now, if you have any ideas, then show me what you got. Well, I will. And to the extent I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony. Huh, I don't see any point to that, but as you please. Find indicates that they attack each other with the very same time at the close range. Now, this we know for sure that is not true. So you believe that they kill each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as is written in the crime scene notes, the fire of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rell's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rell and the gun mustn't have separated by a distance at least 2 or 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. Two bodies are piled on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance of Mr. Rell's moved that far after being shot, there lives only one possible explanation. But what a completely foolish line of foolish thought that the thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person who attacked first with the murder's intent. That would be neither man. Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real, and then set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. The third person is the real culprit. Mouse Edgeworth. There's just one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you said up to now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? Of course, if a third person was truly here, the fact that would result the glaring contradiction here. The proof that this has been set up made to look like they killed each other. I presented and lay bare the final piece of puzzle that is not in place yet. What is the piece of evidence that proves that there's a third person involved? Is this it? I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think it's this. Proof that a third person was involved. I mean, why was his blood there though? But then the handgun? Alright, the handgun. Makes sense that it was the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. This 2-point item points to the presence of a third person. I don't know about the bag, but I know the handgun for sure. Recall the Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment. There's a high probability that the blood spattered when the knife was being used by on a person. The culprit held the knife in the plastic bag around it. They could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife, and then by spreading a few more plastic bags around it, mixing the bloody one in it with them, and arranging in the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. The detective don't do anything? The detective don't do anything? Looks like we got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes. Oh! What the heck is wrong with you, pal? Mr. Bat, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What? Poor guy! Poor Detective Gumshoe getting arrested. Also, why is the judge like that? Why is he like this? It looks like you're man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. Detective claims that he was there standing in front of the door the entire time, but I have on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain the last statement. Well, the room, yeah. I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time where there was no one in the hallway. Wasn't he with us? See, Mr. Bat? I asked you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? He's just judged. Gumshoe, did you kill Mr. Faraday? No! Of course not, sir. It would appear that the one who set up this whole crime scene is just a detective, which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has come tumbling down, Mouse. I was into the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of struggle. Was that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of two men. Now spit the truth or help me, or so help me. But I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest! I already was there. I was in the hallway the whole time. I wonder what happened to this defender lady, and the guy, whoever what his name was, the coaching guy. Why is she suddenly back here? Detective Bat, please don't act without my permission. After all, I'm the only one that's heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want for you is this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of the disciple of the Von Kammer, after all. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into your custody, I would like to set the record straight on something. And what is that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Detective Gumshoe, I'll take it that no one else was in that hallway at the time, correct? Huh? Of course not, pal. You're being awfully defensive. Jump at the conclusion. Like, I think the judge was the one that's like confusing me. Cause he came in the court normally. So I was like, what? Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like about me without evidence. I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Mouth Ashwood, how can I be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Ow! Maybe I should ask about something else. I think I should. Why were you missing from the hallway for the span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? But there's a testimony against you that... That's not true. Nah, I just wanted to check more information, bro. I was gonna ask the very first one, but I was on to learn more information. Damn it, fine, I'll ask. I suppose the one thing that I would like to clarify is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive. Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or something? No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. Is that a fact? You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? Why are you so against Detective right now? I'm telling you, I am not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, actual, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy. Is that bad as there's Australian or British? Okay. You're serious, aren't you? Fine. Then you amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective showed up by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood in front. The super pale, Mr. Faraday. There's a celery cut for you. That was my line. The brand new detective suddenly getting a celery cut. That's enough reason for a grudge. Well, how about that for a perfect That's not it! Zakina! Huson! There's no way, bro. No matter how mad I get, I can never hold a grudge. Quiet. How do you... I can't trust anything. I don't know what to give actually to give him, bro. Something is gaps in the logic that needs to be filled in. A misused perfect explanation may not be so perfect after all. I'm gonna ask her why she thinks about. It's about a week ago. Okay, I don't need this. I need to get chewed out by a live Faraday. What happened? Mr. Faraday was upset? Yeah. You know what else? Mr. Faraday wasn't exactly known to get angry often. That reason was totally beaten red in the face. Ahem. The offending detective just stood there pale as a ghost and he was about to die. Just like the face he's making right now, right? I'm completely innocent, I tell you. Gotta keep laughing. What up now? Was quite out the scene, the detective. Okay. He stood there super pale and Mr. Faraday yelled, that's a celery cut. The brand new detective suddenly getting celery cuts enough grudge. Well, that doesn't seem a perfect... what do you mean by perfect? She's funny. I don't think this. What the? You call your explanation perfect? Oh, sorry. Aha! Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it is not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise the objection? Of course! Alright, if you could just clear this one thing for me. The motive for killing Mr. Yeah, this makes more sense because like why? Because if he killed Mr. Faraday, why do he need to kill the other guy then? I understand that that comes to potential's motive for killing Mr. Faraday, but however, what is his motive for killing Mr. Elf? His motive for killing Mr. Elf? Like I would know. If there's no clear motive for the both murder, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else you would have a grudge against either of these two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But it's impossible. She must have known something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. So, she's a maso. I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Anyway, the way I see it, as long as she had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did. Anyways. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Is that the prerequisite trait for being a Von Karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up. I wish you both be quiet for just 1 second. Ahem. Oh well, I guess I'll have to explain it to you, kids. Moikai. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Faraday and Mr. Real. That we have to establish that someone had a grudge against one of these two men. Mr. Real, who has happened to be there, becomes a witness to Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessities and set up to look like they have killed each other. 違うと思うんだけど I don't think so. Is there really no one out there with a grudge against this both men? The both of them were involved. The only thing I know was the KG thing. Oh yeah, the second KG incident recalling it. Okay. And two men who are both ruled out as a suspect in this case. Is there something else that I've been overlooking and who's someone related to them? Oh! Can I immediately give her this evidence? So there's no one else who might have had a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real. Good night, hope I wait for the next APS stream. Good night, chat. Good night, Aeon. Rest well. Hope you have a good sleep. And the next stream is gonna be 4 hours, so please go get more sleep. More than that. More than 4 hours, okay? Thank you for staying, Aeon. Thank you. Have a good night's sleep. Otsu. I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in the courthouse today. Sophistry. Should lie to your thief. I just saw something like that here earlier. So you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men. Is it this one or is it this one? Both motive to kill. There is one. Okay, thank God. Miss Yu, I believe there's someone you overlook in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Real. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was a suspect in the original KG-8 incident, and a member of the Colombian embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. Yeah, he was there earlier, yeah. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Colombian embassy staff, Mr. L, and the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Koshin has no reason to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You cover for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect. Make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony. These are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it! You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manicochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak up. You want to investigate Cochin. You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up my viewing gallery watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy ever since he arrived. Then the only real suspect we have still is Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way. Come on, Detective Bat, you gotta believe me, sir. I was really in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step in this room, sir. Okay, then you are saying that someone else who passed through the hallway. No. There was no one else, sir. Now why should I believe that you didn't do it? That's one incredibly foolish detective. Standing in front of the crime scene all by himself. It's as good as confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective was really wanted to prove that he's innocent, you would think that he would be at the very least offer, I spaced out well on my duty on like that. Come on, Gumshoe, it's time for your interrogation. Detective Bat. Oh. Mouse Etrith, I'll go ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? What? Did the judge name it? Oh my god, the judge is still useless. Trevor, Konzenia, good morning to you. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Well, I suppose we should be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? What the? Oh, 7 minutes. You need to check out something. Check yourself. Check him, PC. Before we do, Miss Yu, there's something I'd like to speak to you about. What is that? She's still laughing. Look at her. So, what do you want to ask me about? The current case of the murdered Korean embassies, remember? I heard that people have been calling them the second KG-8 incident. Only amongst you law enforcement types. They literally can just go for it. And what about it? I would like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident. And I appreciate if you stop with the false accusation. Placed in outfits of both useless on outside and the inside of the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also do know that I have the leg to stand on things here. Huh? Think you can stop making the ultra serious face in front of me? If you could please stop laughing for a second. I'm not gonna make any headway like this. I'm not gonna leave her to show her exactly how related the KG-8 incident she is. Oh, I believe that this is proof of your connections to the KG-8 incident. Oh, thank you so much, Jin. That follows your proof very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how you know I'm related to the KG-8? Through the victim. Your connections to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. Your earrings are crazy. Alright! Oh, you think it collects like her sweater. The victim's name is CC. You would know their skills, but yeah, but like, what if it rains or whatsoever? It's gonna collect everything. Ew, gross. That's so gross. You know that she has the same last name as you. You. Can you really believe to tell me that with a straight face that you're not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help it. Miss Yu, I asked that you please tell me the truth. Ahem. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister, Sissy Yu. This woman likes her jokes. She just starts laughing at people's face. Isn't that rude? And she was killed right before she was about to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. But I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after the Kochin trial was over. Apparently, the man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. And the evidence had been tampered with. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of the secretary. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out, they were in league with each other all along. How big was the smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I want to become the lead defense. On this case, the people are calling the second KG8 incident. That I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, you know? I mean, you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was a defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. He figured that I should say hi. He should say hi and one other thing. Looks like you couldn't resolve anything this time too. Too bad. What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Ahem. But it's just as Mr. Bat said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around and the people in the gallery claimed that he was in the seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. The guy just came to taunt her. That's so bad. Sorry. Guess I wasn't too much of help, huh? Aze dude. Aze laugh. I'm sorry that I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Is that her copium? They're just laughing it off? Actually, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, wouldn't we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. As they cope, I work in my own way and I'll catch this criminal in my own way as well, you see? Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm not making no such face. Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that the other criminals in this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. There you go, making that face again. Oh well, I got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. What if she dies next? The KG8 incident and this murder investigation. It's my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, the detective did come true. It's obvious that he's lying even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly, this case is far from over. But whether or not the detective is the murderer can only be determined once I completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Mouse Edgeworth. I have no need for laughter. That's so sad. To be continued. I guess we'll end it off for today then. It's so sad though when they say it like that. Whew. Oh, it changed already. Oh. Okay, every time I finish an episode, the main lobby art changes as well. Still laughter when you have the heavy burden on his shoulder. I like Mouse Edgeworth. In the past, I was like, against him, but like when you play a story, it kind of makes sense, I guess. Having 90% of your stream, it's okay. We still got one more Apex stream later. It's all good. The reason why I have to double stream is because I want to do FPS as well. I want to at least do 50% FPS. If not, most of the time you'll be seeing me play cozy games or like non-FPS related. But as an FPS VTuber, I gotta play more FPS. Hence why I have to do FPS. I have to do double streams. Oh, this song is such a banger. いい曲だよ. If you guys haven't played Ace Attorney, I do recommend you guys play it. My favorite, again, is Great Ace Attorney. It is the ancestors of Phoenix, right? Like way back in the past. Takes place in like the old Britain, old London, and Japan. So yeah, double streams I appreciate it. Thank you. I fell asleep. Yeah, thank you so much for coming to today's Ace Attorney investigation. We finally completed case 3 and we're starting on case 4. Looks like it feel like case 4 was gonna take quite a while to do this, but we'll see if we can finish it in the next stream. おつでにや来てくれてありがとう。 Then let me see who to raid. Probably give you guys to my own Apex stream later. Let's see. 誰も配信してませんね。誰も配信してません。じゃあ、I'm gonna push you guys over to the other stream. EVE.EXE. Okay, thank you guys for coming to share again. If you guys haven't, do check out my Discord and follow my Twitch and Twitter. Yeah, AzeKids read also Dania. Thank you. We'll be playing Apex in roughly 3 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, 3 hours and 15 minutes. If you guys are excited for that, I'm gonna send you guys to the raiding room. We'll be doing a collab, first time official collab outside Specialite with Rena Fender and Gremlin Jia. Yay! I'll have the both of them carry my ass. Woohoo! Yay! So yeah, I'll take a break. Make sure you guys have a lovely day ahead of yourself, and we'll see you later for Apex. Woohoo! Bye bye!